like it, but one whiff will tell you that's not tuna fish, it's cat food, and it's not fit for human consumption.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's time once again for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You're a beautiful girl, and your pants are on so tight that when you stand just right, I can see it all. When you're on the beach and your bikini's soaking wet, I see a fuzzy silhouette as I look down below. I see your camel toe, your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage, your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. I could really go for a sideways sloppy Joe or a tuna casserole. Baby, don't you know? I never thought I'd see so much of your anatomy. Your jeans are so tight, I'm learning gynecology. I see your camel toe, your knuckle, your nookie. Ooh, I see your cookie, a donut, a bagel, down below your navel. It's furry, it's fluffy, looking kind of puffy. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. Your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage. Your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper. You're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe.
Hey! The old camel toe. Yeah. Oh,
I saw one the other day.
no kidding.
Oh, God. The size of a watermelon. Cleave.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Not everybody should wear yoga pants, ladies. That's all I'm saying.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's
This
back
camel toe was so big I could smell it.
in the
I was just
Performance
innocently Krogering, and then there it was.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Descriptive.
Manning the
Tight
track
brown
phone.
pants, bulging.
Hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Stop policing people's pants,
I'm
please.
Chick McGee. Not overweight, were they? That's the worst.
No, I just
It wasn't a fat person, was
enormous
it?
camels. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Fat. What is it, Josh? Fat.
A fat, fatty, fat. You don't want to be one of them.
No, God, no. Not even a...
So fat, I'm so fat. I am
And we're off.
Nobody's fatter than me. Nobody's fatter than me. All I do, I eat and jerk it and eat. Take them panties off and
Now-
put the salami on.
That reminds this reporter of yesterday's show when Josh bravely shared a phobia of his being hit by a deer while driving out on a.
We should point out that where we this radio station is a little bit. There are a lot of deer out here. I
Let's
often
just
warn
keep
you
having
guys.
fun. The people know what deer are and where they are.
They're always
So
has their roads.
Josh said, I'm scared of a deer coming through and kicking me with his hooves through my windshield.
Yeah. Yep.
And Tom opined that Josh could defend himself with, what was it, Tom?
A pizza box nearby.
That's right. Like, no matter what time of day or night it is, he has a stack of pizza boxes in the passenger seat.
They're not going to be much of a defense. Those hooves are sharp. I got to be very, very careful.
It's like cardboard, isn't it?
I'm very excited about today's show. We've got some
Boy, oh boy, is right.
very exciting guests. Donnie Baker's going to be here in the studio in person, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I'm glad I'm leaving early.
Oh, we all got our shots?
Let's see, we've got a lot of mail to get to, and a couple things I've got to announce regarding some live shows that I'm very excited about. Now, Christy, you're leaving early a little bit today, but
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Jess will be in for me.
What do you got, the gyno? Seen the gyno?
Up in the stirrups, giddy up. Giddy up.
Nope. Taking the doggy, and we're going to be on TV.
Is there a gynecologist out there who, before he puts him in the stirrups, has a harmonica where he plays like a...
No. No.
Get up on the old trail, man. Put him on the stirrups. I didn't name them stirrups. They're named stirrups.
They are. I used to have.
Well,
That's right.
it's Tom Whiskey Frontier Gyno. I'll be back later with a special guest.
Okay. I used to have a gynecologist who had heated stirrups and heated speculums.
Oh, hey.
It
You got to be
was
careful. You don't want them too hot.
Did I?
Well, yeah.
They were just
You don't
enough.
want to weld that thing shut.
Not how it works.
Not being branded.
It's not welding, it's cauterizing. But it's a similar process.
When I had my gallbladder not that long ago, and they took that out, they did the ultrasound, and they had a heated
Paddle?
hole where they put the juice, the jizz that they throw in your chest.
Okay.
It was it was heated, and when they put it on your belly, you know how cold that gel is. But
Yeah.
not now, Daddy.
Wow.
Oh, that's
We haven't
nice.
become a nation of pansies, have we? Well,
It was a pleasant surprise
during World War II, men are being shot
frightening
as they go through
situation.
Normandy. Well, the gel they put on my belly was too cold.
Stick a speculum up your butt and
you,
see if
pussy.
you like it.
Wait a minute. We have a motion before the body to put a
Speculum in your butt
up
and see
Tom's
if you
butt.
like it.
I second this.
Second, here we go.
It's not a pleasant experience.
Remember, we had a speculum in here for
I
the
know.
longest time. We'd do that duck trick with it.
Yes.
Shall I bring up a memory from decades gone by?
I hope not.
Was this legend or did this actually happen?
What?
Was there a gynecological table
Yes.
at a major sporting event?
Yes.
In the infield of a major motor car race?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In a
Yeah.
pickup
Yeah.
truck.
In a truck. They brought it for the race.
Yes.
Oh, how about that? Man.
You guys brought in a gyno for the
We
final?
didn't.
no, we
No, we didn't.
No.
We got blamed for
No,
it.
we
more
didn't
or
do any
less,
of
but
that.
We didn't.
We were doing a special broadcast encouraging certain things, and that happened.
Yeah, it kind of got off. I think the statue of limitations.
You can see the limitations on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's statute. Okay, get off my ass.
Yes.
Got
back
it.
to you.
Yesterday we had. Why were we talking about Normal, Illinois?
Because we had a story out of Normal, Illinois.
And I said I always remember the exit on I forget what it is, 70 or something.
Well,
It
I'm glad
says-
you really remembered.
I do. I remember.
74 on some road, huh?
I'll never forget my favorite road.
I
Damn
said
it, what's
I
it called?
remember the sign. I don't remember what road it's on.
I didn't get any sleep.
Josh, do you remember any signs?
It says Bloomington Normal.
Right. Yes.
I hate all of you.
Well, actually, that leads to our
I really
first
am in
letter.
a bad mood, sorry.
This comes to us from Miss Mary Jane.
Yes.
Mary Jane D. She writes, I heard you mention my town. I live in Normal, Illinois. I want to correct you. Normal Community, the Iron Men. Normal West are the Wildcats.
West Wildcats.
And Pat, you were suggesting what?
Everyday people.
The Normal Everyday People would be a great name for the team. We are also the home of Illinois State University. By the way, I lived in Bloomington during my high school days, and one of the jokes we'd always say when I asked where we live was below normal. Bloomington, Illinois.
Gotcha.
Below normal. Thank you, Mary Jane, for pointing that out. We certainly appreciate it. Got this. Hey, Tom, Chick, the rest of you, brought up in Normal, Illinois on yesterday's show. I'm just reading it the way it's written.
Okay.
Tom, Chick, the rest of you.
I got it.
I went to college in Normal. I grew up 50 miles south in a town of 300 people called Standard, Illinois.
Wow,
I guess I've lived a pretty average life from standard to normal. What are the odds?
That's nuts.
That is great. Well, thank you very much.
And thank you to Kathy Banta from Sioux City, Iowa. She sent me a pound, hold on to yourselves, kids, of Cadbury caramel.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding me right now?
That's excellent.
And I don't care. It's not Easter. Easter's way.
It's not Easter.
No.
But those
So
look
those
to
are
be...
either really fresh or really stale.
they're Halloween themed.
Oh, no.
You are in a bad mood, aren't you?
I literally
Man,
couldn't sleep.
I don't want to be a
Did you have that? You go to bed at 9 o'clock, ready to go to bed. You lay there,
Yeah, well, we had
tossing and turning and thunder.
check
not
local
done
listings.
bitches yet. Hang on.
we had a power outage, and then all the clocks are all blinking, and that's...
I guess
The
I'm...
huge silver maple behind me fell and landed on my neighbor's roof and smashed into his car. That was exciting.
The silver maple check.
Do you know how? Do you know how you know you're getting old? You don't say a tree fell on the house behind me.
You know what kind.
It's a 4-year-old silver maple fell on my house.
Not a 40-year-old one.
Coming up, we have something that'll cheer you up.
Oh,
Kristen.
good.
I think right away. And then we've
What?
even got a song from Mr. I got a couple requests here, Pat.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah.
This is about not
Got my
being able to
headphones
hear,
on.
if you know what I'm talking about, this request here. Okay.
Did you guys have a meeting before the show today? Did you try to do that?
Yeah, we always come in, we hug.
Brief meeting. Pat whined about his back hurting because of yoga and how he's done it, 3 weeks in a row?
3 weeks, yeah.
3 times a
And
week.
your back's
It's unbelievable.
hurting?
But it's supposed to hurt a little bit after the next day.
Yeah, okay.
The muscles in the tendons.
Yeah, you're doing something. Sure.
The cracking of the vertebrae. We have a little treat that you're going to like.
right.
I'm sure, Christy, it'll cheer you up. Coming up also, Jess Hooker and Donnie Baker in studio today.
Being here just cheers me up.
Okay, good. Well, now, have you heard about Krista?
I have not. What's Krista?
Krista would cheer you up, Christy.
Oh.
Krista's gorgeous. She's easy. Oh, yeah, baby.
So is Christy. No.
Oh, jeez. Which is it? Are you
Krista,
horny or crabby? Which is it?
you could be both. Krista is Steven Singer's newest and most loved engagement ring. She won't let you down. Bright, white, flawless to the eye, near colorless, high-quality, round, brilliant cut diamond, expertly set into a classic gold solitaire Tiffany-style it was a setting. I almost said wedding. You know why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because with Krista, we have the guarantee she'll say yes. Now,
There's
the word
a
guarantee here is somewhat loose. In that if she doesn't say yes, Steven Singer is famous for his money-back guarantee. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com, get all the details. This is a timeless solitaire ring, and you're going to love it, and she's going to love it. Real diamond jewelry doesn't have to be expensive. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Once again, fast, free shipping both ways. Get the order in before about 2 o'clock Eastern. It's out the door that day. 12 months interest-free financing on Krista. A 100-day, 100%, no hassle, money-back guarantee. You can't go wrong. In the unlikely event that she says no, guess what?
What?
You're going to be okay.
All right.
Go right now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Click on the Krista, I got to get this right, Krista Ready for Love diamond engagement ring. One click. That's all you have to do. IHateStevenSinger.com. She's easy. And it's easy. Thank you very much. Tell Steven Singer the Bob and Tom Show said hello. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, a rather interesting group in the audience. at the U.S. Tennis match going on.
Oh, really?
Serena wins last night. Yeah, U.S. Open starts.
Huge crowd of celebrities, and you're going to be stunned. Two folks that were there. You're really going to be shocked.
Okay.
Was it
wait to hear.
Nixon and Kennedy?
JFK Jr.?
That'd be shocking.
Princess Diana?
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard hugging, holding hands.
Any of these. Any of them close.
Calvin and Hobbes, real life now.
Calvin and Hobbes, that kid with his tiger. That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go with that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
And a good morning to you, Donnie Baker, on the road coming up Wednesday night through the following week, Thursday, September 1st. So August 31st through September 1st at Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee. That's Wednesday and Thursday night. I am bad at doing math sometimes. That would be Wednesday and Thursday, Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee, and then Friday and Saturday, September 2nd and September 3rd at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama. That's Donnie Baker live on the road. Check out more at DonnieBaker.com. And Donnie Baker in studio today. That's right. Jess Hooker as well. It's going to be a great morning. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday, August 30th, as we roll through together with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Well, Dolly Parton is making a holiday special about a holiday special. Dolly Parton's Mountain Magic Christmas will be a musical about the making of a network TV special starring Dolly Parton. As she's trying to pull together a TV show for the holidays, Parton will take a journey into her past with the help of three wise mountain men. Willie Nelson, Jimmy Allen, Zach Williams, and Billy Ray and Miley Cyrus will be guest stars. NBC has not announced an air date, probably December. And a prosecutor in Atlanta has announced a sprawling indictment against what she calls members of a violent street gang who targeted celebrities like Mariah Carey and Marlo Hampton of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis says members of the drug-rich gang committed crimes such as home invasions and burglaries, especially against those who showed off that wealth on social media. Other targets were social media influencers and athletes. Willis says 26 people have been charged, and she will find them, convict them, send them to prison for the rest of their days, and she's not apologizing for that. And to many, penguins always seem to walk like they have trouble with their feet. But one penguin at the San Diego Zoo has gotten some help in the day-to-day step-to-step, despite a chronic foot problem. A 4-year-old penguin named Lucas has now been fitted with orthopedic shoes to ease the effects of a degenerative foot condition. Lucas has a bubble foot, a health issue that causes foot lesions. An organization known as Therapaw created custom shoes made of neoprene and rubber to ease the pressure on little penguin Lucas's feet as he stands and walks. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how do I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real question.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Dean, I am so hungry.
Oh, you want to go get some breakfast, Tom?
I guess. Is there a place we can go that has flat-chested waitresses and really baggy clothing?
I don't think so.
Think again, Dean. Guys, if you've been longing to have breakfast surrounded by flat-chested women in baggy clothing, then you'll want to visit the all-new breakfast restaurant, Pancake Hooters. At Pancake Hooters, you won't be bothered by waitresses who accidentally dip their large bosoms into your maple syrup or who break the yolk of your egg while bending over the table to pour your coffee. Pancake Hooters only hires women with prepubescent builds, so you won't be distracted by massive memories while trying to finish off your breakfast in time to get to work.
Wow, what a great breakfast.
Sure was, Tom. And I was able to eat my waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either.
And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is, it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Somehow I already know it's going to be a weird day.
Oh, it's a very, very weird day. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Got some letters here. If you'd like to get to a little bit of music, you want to give me like the sports preview, just kind of a taste of what's coming?
Letters. Serena wins at the U.S. Open last night at Arthur Ashe. Jimmy Garoppolo has changed his mind again. We'll see what happened, or we'll hear what happened. I've got a Penguin story. I'm very excited about this Penguin story. I got a Penguin story, and I got a cock story.
I didn't know you were doing that. I have the Penguin story.
I want
here.
the Penguin story.
I'll give you the.
Are there two or one?
There's only one. Well, there's only one when you hear this Penguin story.
Okay. Is this the one with the lonely penguin that didn't have any friends?
No, this is the one with the new footwear.
Yeah. He didn't have any friends.
The lonely penguin?
The penguin couldn't socialize with the other penguins. It's a sad story, but now it's got a happy ending. I read this. It's so sweet.
Josh is looking like he's sitting at the insane asylum looking around. Well, apparently, penguins can't make friends.
Josh, your big fear is you're driving along and all of a sudden you've got a deer in your front seat.
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
And it can happen. Got this from Greg. He writes, Josh.
Yeah.
Your fear of hitting a deer and the feet coming through the windshield, well-founded.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Yeah.
This is from Greg. He goes, I own a motorcycle store in Springfield, Missouri. We had a customer on a Honda Goldwing. Oh. A deer jumped from the side of the road, landed on the motorcycle between the windshield and the rider.
Oh, man.
Well, that's different.
Why is it different?
Because
obviously it's different than jumping on the hood of a car and kicking through a windshield.
Yes.
But I'd like to hear the story.
Nonetheless. there are cases. A certain friend of mine hit a deer in a Corvette, and you know what happened? The deer came flying in the windshield. He goes, this pinned the rider to the cycle. There was no way to get off the bike. By the way, broken ribs, broken arm, one rib broken, face damage from the hooves.
Oh, see, that's it.
No,
By the way, the deer.
I didn't want him to read it.
The deer ran off unhurt. Once again, Josh.
The deer will often run.
That's a legitimate fear.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have it. I'm not like driving down every road white knuckling it. But my fear is that if I were to hit a deer, it would kick through the windshield and kick me to death.
Oh.
And again,
or actually not even to death.
And your defense, a pizza box.
Death would be a welcome relief.
The pizza box would hold up to those sharp hooves only briefly.
You're right.
Okay, so just wanted you to know that's worth being scared of. Now, Pat.
Yeah.
Got this. This is an actual. We don't get this very often. This is an actual letter card.
Oh, wow.
Hard stock.
I love getting those.
It's very nice. It's got what do you call this? What do you call this embossing? Is this
postage?
Your crest, maybe?
Yeah.
It's really nice.
That looks like it's official.
3D gold embossed. It's from Luke in Falls Church, Virginia.
Oh, God's country.
He writes, "Good news, Pat Godwin. You are not alone.
Oh?
Something you can help me with, your song about tinnitus or tinnitus. Now, can you explain what this is? Is this like the buzzing in your ear?
Yes, the ringing, the annoying ringing that gets so loud that you have to kind of get it taken care of. There's not much of a cure for it yet.
And but you have written a short song about this that tackles the problem. What do you actually call this? And I think it's very profound. Can we hear it?
Sure. I have ringing in my ears, and my doctor pronounces it tinnitus, not tinnitus. He knows the ear, nose, and throat, but when the stomach starts to bloat, is it gastritis or gastritis? We've been saying it wrong all these years. Laymen prefer tinnitus, but the professional says tinnitus. It confuses us and divides us. The little spider veins that cause lots of pain, that's not phlebitis, it's phlebitis. So it's bronchitis, arthritis, tonsillitis, hepatitis, and my girlfriend has colitis. I'm still going to say tinnitus, not tinnitus. And I'm fine with this. And you highbrow physicians, you all sound ridiculous.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, I understand that you played that for your doctor, and he was quite pleased.
Loved it, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
And does he say tinnitus or tinnitus?
He says tinnitus, yeah, because I went in there saying tinnitus. He corrected me.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So what does the dictionary say?
It says tinnitus, but we all say tinnitus. It says tinnitus, I'm sorry.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
The English say tinnitus, too.
Same thing with angina and angina. Both are correct.
Yeah, angina's funnier.
Sure.
Yeah, because it rhymes with
vagina. Yeah, that's funny
Carolina,
stuff.
what the hell's wrong with you guys? Now we have...
Dear people.
Yes.
Former Leadville resident here, 10,200 feet. We were talking about Leadville yesterday.
The famous burro races in Leadville,
evidently,
in Colorado.
They lead the donkeys around with full packs as if they're going up to the mines, and they race through trails. And
Did you say it was a 60-mile race?
Yeah, they start in downtown Leadville, and then they end in downtown Leadville. As, Taylor will tell us. The burro race is a joy as they start in downtown, involves going up and over mountain passes. The race also finishes downtown Leadville with burros sounding similar to Chick by the last quarter of the show. You know, bitching and moaning and being drugged to the finish line.
Who's this genius?
Wow. Is that right? Quite the feat, and this is the most beautiful place I've ever been.
Oh, sweet.
That's
cool.
Taylor.
Yeah, Leadville. Way up there, 10,000 feet.
That sounds like gunfights are waiting to happen in
Can
Leadville.
you ski there?
A lot of folks that work at ski resorts live there.
Oh, okay.
That's how I know about it.
Oh, bedroom community, huh? Is that what they call that? Bedroom?
A lot of bedrooms. And I believe the ESPN's The Ocho is going to air those donkey shows.
Races?
Oh, donkey races. Okay.
Donkey show's different.
Okay. Now, before we get to sports, give me the teaser, Christy. What have you got over there so we can hang on?
Okay. Well, we have a deal breaker if you're dating. 1 in 3 people would break up over this. Do you have any idea what it would be?
Infidelity.
Infidelity. Okay.
Infidelity.
Yeah, that's a big one.
1 in 3 seems a little low.
Yeah.
Life isn't perfect.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how open.
I'll make the T-shirts that say that. Pat Godwin, life isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Why are we going ahead to sports again? Why? Just
the anticipation. I want people to be looking forward to something. There's a news story that's going to make, I think, Christy very happy.
What's that?
And there's an interesting news story, a really interesting Gallup poll.
Yes.
The staggering thing about this is that it's about marijuana smoking and regular cigarette smoking. The last line of the story, I'll read it right now. I can't get over this. 45% of adult Americans smoked cigarettes in the 1950s.
Wow.
I believe that.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. It's almost half.
Yeah, I mean, but that's amazing.
Seems like it was more even.
Well, who knows? But
did your parents ever smoke?
Mine did.
Mine did.
Yeah, both mine did.
Mine did. Viceroy and Camels, non-filters.
What brand did your dad smoke?
Marlboro's red in the soft pack.
Territon and Merit.
Okay, now Territon are the ones that had that ad campaign, I'd rather fight than switch, and they had a woman with a black eye.
That was bad.
I don't see him bringing that one back. Hey, we'd like to advocate spousal abuse and smoking.
I still don't think that's what that's about. But
So your parents never smoked?
she got fighting with another woman.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
that's okay. You wanna see oh, you like women fights like Al Jackson? Is that right?
I don't seek it out, but if one breaks out, I'm gonna watch.
Josh,
fair enough.
Josh, rarely do I have the opportunity to prove myself right this quickly. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, all you have is the ad, and I'm telling you that it's not a man that hit her; it's another woman that she got into a fight with.
Also, I thought the back
Where does it say my husband beat the hell out of me because I wanted a different cigarette than he did?
Well, in Tom's defense, that was like the third slogan they were going to pick. But
this is quite inside. The back of that advertisement, there's an advertisement with OJ, and I thought my dad was just showing that to you, going, look at how bad domestic stuff can be.
Is that the famous dingo boot?
This is the famous OJ third leg dingo boot.
And I did not see that. That ad is legendary.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Got the third leg, and there's a boot on it.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
The man's all legs and knows everything about feet.
And he was loved by everyone.
Adored.
Remember
running through the airport.
Yes, and the old lady going, "Go, OJ, go!"
Yeah.
No one didn't like OJ.
You kill a few people and people get upset.
In the Adam McKay Lakers show, they're doing a scene when they're filming Airplane, and they have Kareem in there, and there's this joke that Kareem's not doing very well, and two producers off to the side going, I mean, we couldn't get OJ? What's going on here? I think that is so funny.
Oh, Kareem's great in that.
There you go.
Gotta watch Airplane. Yeah, that's... So we'll get some interesting stats about marijuana use and cigarette smoke.
U.S. Open. Serena Williams won her match last night, first round of the U.S. Open. She beat Danka
Change.
Kovanik, 6-3, 6-3 under the lights at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam champ, turns 41 next month, said she's ready to move on from her playing days and could have the cutest little girl I've ever seen in my life.
Very cute.
Yeah. The U.S. Open could be her last tournament, and maybe she won't want to keep it that way. She's still being vague about it, though. She plays Wednesday, that is tomorrow, in the second round of the singles against number 2 seed Annette Funicello.
That's fascinating. Many reasons why this is
Yeah. Nope, I'm sorry. It's Annette Kontaveit. Kontaveit.
That means fast. That
means eating.
Fast tennis player.
Yeah. Veet.
First Grand Slam title, 1999. Serena Williams, she was 17. It was the U.S. Open.
Wow.
When the world was young. The swinging late 90s.
I think they'd let her win just so it'd be a great story.
Gin Blossoms.
I still love the Gin Blossoms.
Yeah.
Me too.
Man,
Hey, Jealousy.
Hey, Jealousy.
that's a good one.
Come on.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
What's wrong with the Gin Blossoms?
Nothing. Just the fact that you guys you couldn't wait to talk about how much you loved them.
What's their big hit?
Love them.
I recognize
Hey, Jealousy's one of their big ones.
Mrs. Rita, Hey, Jealousy.
Yeah.
Allison Road.
Is Jacob Dylan in that? Why am I thinking?
No, it's the Wallflowers.
Okay,
Wallflowers are pretty good,
Gin
too.
Blossoms,
They're very
Wallflowers.
good. Oh,
Yeah, it's all flowery.
All flowery.
Just like this show, all flowery.
Gin Blossom, not really a flower, though.
No, not really.
Do you know what
I-
Gin Blossom is?
Like, is it the spots you get when you're
Your nose gets all those veiny.
W.C. Fields had it.
Okay, cool.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah!
Oh.
Man, oh, man.
Mediocrity, yeah!
You don't think this is a good tune?
No, I think it's fine.
It's
just
right.
fine.
Yes. That is all it is.
Great vocals. It's a great song.
I don't,
He's got no place to go.
when it comes on, I don't change the channel, but I certainly don't care that
You don't
it's
sing along?
Excuse me, could you turn that off just for 1 second?
No.
I want to send Josh on a donut run.
All right.
Ooh, I have donuts at my house. I could go get those.
No, send Josh out of here. I don't want to hear about his taste in music.
over the Gin effing Blossoms.
It's a great song.
You're impossible to be around lately. It's insane.
I like this.
Found out about you. Come on.
Found out about you. Oh, yeah.
It's Gin Blossoms Day.
This is a great arrangement. Nice sounding guitar.
Oh, yeah, no, they're all very well produced.
You shouted mediocre.
Yes.
Mediocrity.
Josh, what if it's 99? You and your boys, you're walking
Can you
downtown
drop the
St.
volume
Louis?
a little bit, please?
You walk in the bar, Gin Blossom's playing. Are you going, yeah, Gin Blossom?
No. I'm going, oh, yeah, they got the Gin Blossoms on. This must be 1999.
I'm in the wrong place. There are women here.
Of course. Because if you don't like the Gin Blossoms, you're a gay man. Everybody, you can make that correlation very easily.
I love it when you spell out his mean jokes and just pointing.
I think it's his second album, I think. Follow You Down, I think, maybe. I don't know.
These are great riffs.
Is this the name?
Nice mix.
What was the name of their second album? Indecipherable from the First? Is that what it was?
That's amazing.
That is fun, but it does sound like, you know when your like little sister makes a trailer for a fake movie on the MacBook, and it's like the preloaded MacBook trailer music? That's exactly what that sounds like.
Kate Hudson and America Ferrara are together at last.
The combo you've been waiting for.
I think you've missed your call and you should do voiceover work. That was really in a world.
And jealousy.
Those are great songs.
Yeah, they are certainly.
Why are we talking about the Gin Blossoms?
Because we're talking about great music today, like this classic tune.
Serena Williams, 1999, ran her first.
Into the young, yeah.
Okay, this or the Gin Blossom?
No, there really is nothing wrong with those Gin Blossom songs.
Chick and I were having this conversation off the air. There's a great movie, a good movie on Netflix. It's caused a lot of stir. It's called The Gray Man. Have you seen it?
I have not. I really want to watch it. And I keep, the person you get to watch movies with, and you want to, this movie is boring, and I never get to watch it.
No, it's pretty exciting. It's kind of like a 007-ish movie, but there's a song in there that's featured prominently by Mark Lindsay called Silverbird.
That I remember loving, but then
in 1970.
If you hear it now, talk about awful. Oh, my Lord.
And I had to, didn't you think to yourself, of all the songs they could have selected,
But
why would they pick that?
If you have little kids like I do, and they're walking around your house and they start singing these classic rock songs, how do you know that?
Well, and
it's all from the movies. What's the movies?
Sing Two.
Where they do all they re-sing Journey and all those classic songs. So they're all coming back. They're great songs.
And this is a little girl. She's, 10, 12 years old that's listening to this song. It's her favorite song. And I just thought it was weird. And I asked Chick, I go, do you think the sales of Silverbird, somebody's sitting there going, What's going on?
Yes, they went from 0 to 12.
No, the biggest story like that is the sale of Kate Bush.
Yeah.
The Kate
From
Bush
Stranger
song.
Things.
From Stranger Things,
Yeah, running up the hill.
And then I did that meme that we can't put out.
Yeah.
Did you get a good look at that?
Yeah, I got a good look at that.
Hilarious. I don't know why. Did you see it?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know why we can't put it on. I think it's very funny.
More news about the U.S. Open when we come back, including there was talk about an odd couple.
You're going to be stunned. It sounds like something we'd make up.
Maybe it wasn't an odd couple.
Wouldn't that be
If you
something?
think about it, yeah, why not?
Are they all? Are a lot of them there because of
Serena?
Okay.
This is her last go-round, so probably.
Maybe so.
And now we have that coming up. Also, a huge news for Christy Lee.
What's that?
You'd be very excited. I'm not going to give it away right now. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We've got that Tom Brady pre-retirement, I guess, what would you call it? The almost
football?
retirement football?
Soft retirement.
Going back up.
It's a soft retirement. He's taken 3 years. That's right.
Yeah, this is known as the Who retirement.
Yeah.
The Who and their 7th farewell tour.
Wow.
But nonetheless, I'd go see them. I want to remind you, let's do the Socratic method, please.
Okay.
What is your sleep number setting?
100. I like a firm mattress.
Now, the other half of your bed can be another setting. It could be, for example, a nice soft setting, such as Christy Lee's setting, which is
45.
That's right.
the sleep number setting. The sleep number bed, by the way, it's important to pay attention because this is the sleep number big sale. This is, in fact, the biggest sale of the year at your favorite Sleep Number store. How do you find them? sleepnumber.com/BT show. Right now, 50% savings on the famous 360 limited edition smart bed. So this is a great time to discover adjustable comfort. That's the best way to put it. Either side of the bed at the touch of a button. This way, if she likes it that way and you like it this way, or he likes it that way, and you like it.
Everybody's happy.
They should call it the Everybody's Happy Bed.
Yeah.
They call it the Sleep Number Bed, and it is their biggest sale of the year. Smart beds on sale, 50% off the famous Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Like I said, this is a limited time offer. Check it out at your favorite Sleep Number store. sleepnumber.com/BT show, and I can see the look on his face. Okay, Josh, what's your sleep number setting?
65. I'm glad you asked because I have a lot to say about it.
Okay.
You know, my body.
Okay. Now, once again, mine's 85. Thanks for asking. Everybody can be happy with the Sleep Number bed. What'd you call it, Christy? The Everybody's Happy Bed?
Yeah, it's an everybody happy.
I like that.
Everybody's
if
happy.
you go to everybodyshappy.com, you're not going to find it, but go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up also, news about Sauce Gardner. Oh.
Sauce Gardner? Who's
NFL
that?
player. Oh, you'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
All right, we're just one day away from you being able to go to bobandtom.com/contest and fill out your winners for the pro football regular season, week 1. Beginning tomorrow, you can make your picks in our Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. It's your chance to win a Big Green Egg Mini Max. That's right. We gave away about 18 of them last year. We're going to do it again this year, thanks to all the folks at the Big Green Egg. And again, if you pick the most winners, you could win a Big Green Egg Mini Max. Details coming soon, and the contest starts tomorrow, Wednesday, August 31st at bobandtom.com/contest. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Aaron Judge has hit his 50th home run of the season, connecting in the 8th inning for the New York Yankees against the Los Angeles Angels. The slugger sent a 434-foot solo drive to left center off reliever Ryan Tepera to trim New York's deficit 4-3. Judge became one of 10 players in Major League history with multiple 50-homer seasons. He smashed 52 long balls back in 2017, setting a rookie record that was broken 2 years later by Pete Alonso, who hit 53 for the New York Mets. Judge is chasing the single-season Yankees record of 61 home runs established by Roger Maris back in 1961. Hey, people who drink tea may be a little more likely to live longer than those who don't. That's according to a large study of British tea drinkers. Scientists found 2 or more cups daily tied with a modest benefit a 9% to 13% lower risk of death from any cause. Adding milk or sugar did not change the results. Past studies in China and Japan, where green tea is popular, suggested strong health benefits. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
That's one of my biggest fears is that if I hit a deer, that it will come somehow legs first through the windshield and then kick the hell out of me.
Your only defense is a pizza box?
You know what?
Implying that you're eating while driving.
I'm not even trying.
Okay. I don't know why, but man, that was funny.
Hey, Josh, can I ride with you? Sure. You know the airbags are filled with queso, right? That's not going to bother you? They deploy? Hey, what are these seatbelts? Fruit roll-ups. You're in Josh Arnold's car.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" And, well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings her kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hope things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend; it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Tribute nice.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, not wearing pants at the news desk.
Huh? I am wearing pants today.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's
a pleasant letter, unlike the other ones we were reading off the air.
I have a stack of horrific letters I can't read there.
Good morning, Tom, Chick, Josh, Christy, Willie, Ace, and Pat. Only 30-plus minutes into the show, and I'm cracking up so much. Thanks a lot. Keep it up.
Oh,
kind regards, Leroy. Thank you, Leroy.
That must be from yesterday's show.
Leroy, boy.
Oh, thank you. We have been doing kind of a music review show.
We
so
gotta
far.
get you a woman.
A little Todd Rundgren, very nice. Could we get back to the sports desk briefly?
Well, Serena Williams wins at the U.S. Open last night to start what may be her last time at that tournament and tennis altogether. And, of course, the stars turned out, Tom.
That's right.
Let's see. Among the celebrities spotted in the sold-out crowd at Arthur Ashe Stadium, Hugh Jackman.
Currently in The Music Man on Broadway. I've seen it. It's great.
Am I looking forward to this with every name I read?
Keep going.
Rebel Wilson.
Sure.
Journalist.
No longer needs two seats.
Yeah.
You just have to pay for the two.
Lost a lot of weight, yeah.
She's not a fat anymore, is she?
You know she gets fan mail. You're funnier and you're fat.
That's that's the worst part about the whole thing.
I can't imagine the DM she gets.
Exactly.
Anna Wintour, journalist, boxer Mike Tyson.
She's the one who always wears the Anna always wears the
She's the
sunglasses.
Vogue lady.
Oh, why is
Wasn't she in that Pitch Perfect movie with Rebel Wilson, right? No, I'm thinking of Anna Kendrick.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Wrong Anna.
Devil Wears Prada was based on her, yeah.
Vera Wang, of course, points out men's penises everywhere she goes.
She's age-defying if you ever see her.
Rather phallic.
Vera Wang. Vera another Wang.
Get out of the locker room, lady.
Who let you in here?
Vera Wang. Vera Wang.
Lindsey Vonn. And Tom saw fit to put Celia Ward in here for some reason. I'm not sure why.
She's a great actress.
Martina.
But the payoff's coming, fellas. The payoff is coming.
Martina Navratilova, perhaps the weirdest sighting of the evening, and I don't think you're going to be able to argue this. President Bill Clinton sat next to Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Oh, that's cool.
What do you think of that?
Oh, man, I bet they had a great chat.
I'm sure he's given her sex advice. Now, do you remember the famous Dr. Ruth?
Sure.
Yeah. Used to have Dr. Ruth on our show. And,
Yes, we did.
She's actually here today.
Is she really?
Right.
Wow.
It's time for good sex, bad sex. I'll take any sex I can get. My name is Dr. Ruth Weissboner.
Hi,
And I
Dr.
have a letter.
Where's the music?
Yeah, you need the music.
There's music box you put behind it.
Come on, Tommy Setups. What do you got over here?
What happened to the music?
What happened to creating a world through the radio?
Production.
I don't think we have the music anymore. We can
let the
post.
doctor speak.
All right, go ahead.
I would get the music, but there's no one in there. Let's see, where were we? Well, let's. You know something? I'm going to wait for the music. The moment has been lost.
I think we should.
Okay.
I don't know how we'll reset it up because we really don't know how to do that. But we'll work on it.
muscle through.
I mean, the fact that Clinton was sitting next to Dr. Ruth is really funny.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, she was old when I was 5.
Yeah, I was going to say the same
I don't know how old she is now, but
She's got to be in her 90s.
Wasn't she 90, 20 years
I'll
ago?
look it up.
Just Yodaing around the tennis court.
Yep.
And she's sort of a doctor, medical doctor. Is she a sexpert? Kind of
very much
She was
a sexpert.
She was in the MTV era. She was everywhere, and it was a very frank sex talk program.
Kind of the irony was that she was this sweet old lady.
Yeah.
She was talking quite. Now, there's also that old lady who was sweet and grandmotherly who really got filthier than Dr. Ruth.
What was her name?
I don't remember her name. Do you guys remember her? She would hold up actual sex toys and talk about how to use them and stuff.
So she was stealing Dr. Ruth's gig, huh?
But going, like, she got kind of X-rated.
Dr. Ruth is 94, ladies and gentlemen.
It was on cable TV.
Yeah.
She looks
because
great for her age.
You couldn't do it on the regular airwaves.
Gave very good advice, sound advice.
Yeah, we'll find out about Dr. Ruth coming up. But in the meantime, we have a request.
Yeah.
That kind of fits this. Let's see. This comes to us from Andrew.
Andy boy.
He goes, I'm trying to find a copy of the Sean Morey song. I believe it's a parody of It's a Small World.
They've all been burned. They're irrecoverable.
Decimated.
No one's more upset than I am.
Well, we have looked high and low, and we have found it.
Really?
Yeah, here's a little treat for you.
What a day.
Little Sean Morey.
A happy song. It's a world of buns. It's a world of boobs. It's a world of firm, perfect babes and dudes. It's for you. It's for me. It's on cable TV. It's a porn world after all. They show breasts now in almost all the flicks, but the women are mad because they don't show men. From the day you are born, you're bombarded with porn. It's a porn world after all. Everybody! It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world. There's a lot of strange ways to make a buck, but those porno stars, they get paid too much. They would sit on the face of the whole human race. It's a porn world.
There you go. Sean Morey, It's a Porn World, by special request going out to Andrew. You're very welcome. If you want to make a request here, Josh, how would you do that?
Oh, my gosh. Email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com or text us. That's right, on your little phone there, 888-262-8661.
You get the app. The app is free.
Yeah.
And you can find a bunch of the obscure Bob and Tom stuff now on Spotify.
Fun.
We've been loading a bunch of it up. So look for some of that stuff out there. Loading. And we have a couple of obscure pieces coming up today I'm quite pleased with. And Pat.
Yes.
Get that guitar out.
Okay.
Or maybe that organ. I'm not sure which. We've got a special thing I want you to do for Christy when we come back.
Oh, okay.
And can I have the sports teaser, please?
We're going to we'll talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G, arguably the most handsome man in the National Football League.
He's pretty handsome.
And we'll talk about the Penguin, because I want to talk about the Penguins wearing shoes. I mean, who would not want to talk about that? And Super Bowl ring scam artist.
How is a Penguin a sports story?
Because the Pittsburgh Penguins are a hockey team, and when you go talk about hockey, you got to
at the athletes wear tuxedos, Penguins wear tuxedos.
All right.
These are all good links. Because this story does have nothing to do with sports,
right?
But it's a really happy story, and it's about being a lonely penguin. Also, we're going to have our Paul Lind joke of the day coming up.
Yeah,
very excited. 2 days in a row, huh? Okay.
Yeah, okay. By special request, of course. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
They have something to shoot for,
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, very exciting today here on this Tuesday, August 30th. We have Donnie Baker coming into the studio next hour. Also, Jess Hooker on the way as well. It's going to be a great morning. Glad you could join us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And again, you can see the Bob and Tom Show right there on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. It is just that easy. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Donnie Baker in studio. Oh, my gosh. Lock the doors. No, wait, don't lock the doors. He's on his way. Stand by. More Donnie Baker live in studio next on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. NASA scrubbed the launch of its new moon rocket on a no-crew test flight after a cascade of last-minute problems yesterday, including unexplained trouble related to an engine. The next launch attempt won't be until Friday at the earliest. The shakedown flight will be a big step forward in America's quest to put astronauts back on the moon for the first time since the end of the Apollo program 50 years ago. California lawmakers have approved a nation-leading measure to give more than 500,000 fast food workers more power and protection. The bill will create a new state agency with the clout to set minimum wage standards, hours, and working conditions. The California debate has drawn attention nationwide, including on Capitol Hill, where one U.S. representative said she hopes it will spark similar efforts elsewhere. And federal regulators have sued data broker Kochava, accusing it of selling sensitive location data from millions of mobile devices. The Federal Trade Commission says such geodata can be used to identify people and track them to sensitive locations like reproductive health clinics, homeless shelters, or houses of worship. You might think twice before putting those location services on your smartphone. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for this single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza.
No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
From Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. She gave a sign for the bedroom. And I knew it was gonna be my night, all right. And then I porked an angel. Right between her two wings. And then I porked an angel. Scanners is her last name.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick desk. And there's Ace Cosby.
Who moved Pat?
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. The king of non sequiturs. It's Ace Cosby.
I just looked, the TV's moved.
There's Willie Griswold.
TV moved.
Relatable.
I'm Chick McGee. No one
He's
broadcasts like Ace. I'm telling
Ace
you.
is right.
He's not wrong.
Who moved the TV?
I bet you did because it's more angled more towards you.
I didn't touch it. No, I think it looks like it's falling down. We'll get to that in a minute.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, coming up, Donnie Baker live in the studio today. Certainly looking forward to that.
Is he going to ask for more money?
Seems to be a theme right now. The U.S. Open tennis tournament making extra special news because of the...
Serena won last night. It could be her last appearance in tennis, actually, this tournament. See how that comes out. But many stars last night at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Rebel Wilson, Mike Tyson, Vera Wang, Lindsey Vonn. For some reason, Sheila Ward was there, Martina Navratilova, and also former president, but like heavyweight champ, you always say, President Bill Clinton.
Right.
And Dr. Ruth Westheimer were seated next to each other.
For those of you not familiar with Dr. Ruth, She was one of the first sex experts, pretty much wouldn't you say the MTV era?
Sexpert.
All over during that time.
You have to use the word sexpert.
She would show up on all kinds of shows.
Tiny little lady.
Yeah.
And she looked older than she was even then.
Yeah. She's 94 now.
She looked like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, kind of.
Kind of.
Elderly.
Yeah, small, but...
but now at 94, she's sitting next to Bill Clinton, apparently giving, or getting probably some sex tips from...
Picture I saw, Bill's face was pretty red. I think she might have taught him
he had
something.
to be so pissed.
He's probably asking, hey, how do you politely tell your wife no?
But we do have a special guest in the studio.
Hello, everyone. Time for good sex, bad sex. I'll take any sex I can get. I am Dr. Ruth Weisboner.
Hi, Doctor.
Today's episode. As you can see, I have a letter here.
Look at that.
It says, Dear Dr. Ruth Weisboner, my name is Josh. I'm a very physical person. I consider myself a thorough and generous lover.
Okay.
When I make love, I like to talk dirty, and I squirm around and move around the bed. I move my arms and my legs all over the place during intimate sexual activity. Is there anything, Dr. Ruth, I shouldn't move during sex? Yes, your bowels.
Okay.
That's been good sex, bad sex. I'll take any sex I can get. I'm Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Thank you.
I hope that was helpful to that. Josh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you have a pen and a notepad out? That's weird.
Don't you worry about this.
Isn't that move called the starfish?
Now, what else do we have at the sports desk?
Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, matinee idol. He's staying in San Francisco after agreeing to a reduced contract and spending most of this year saying, I want out of San Francisco. Changed his mind. He's happy and going to be the backup to Trey Lance on the 49ers. Now, rumor has it that the 49ers did not want to cut Garoppolo because the Seattle Seahawks were waiting to pounce on him. They're in the same division. They didn't want Garoppolo going up to the Great Northwest. So, Garoppolo, they're trying to finalize a deal to reduce Garoppolo's $24.2 million base that he was to receive. He'll get $6.5 million fully guaranteed in base salary, $500,000 in roster bonuses, and the chance to make nearly $9 million in playing time bonuses. So there you go. Jimmy G staying in San Francisco. And
I mean, he'll probably be able to pay for food and parking in San Francisco for another month at least. So.
Yeah. So he's fine. And a New Jersey man has been sentenced to 3 years in prison for posing as an ex-New England Patriot player so he could buy and sell the team's championship rings.
I like this.
Ooh, boy.
Scott Spina, S-P-I-N-A, was sentenced in California where he pleaded guilty in the case. Prosecutors say he bought a Patriots 2016 Super Bowl ring from an ex-player, paying him with a bad check. He also obtained information that let players buy Super Bowl rings as gifts for families and friends. Spina called the ring company and ordered some with Brady engraved on them, claiming they were for quarterback Tom Brady's baby, and put them up for sale. As part of his sentence, Spina must make good on the bad check he wrote to get the original Super Bowl ring. Wow. I don't have any answers to any questions that you're going to ask. Your brow is furrowed. I don't want to know anything about it. Keep it to yourself.
Isn't this on the company that makes the rings?
Here we go.
Shouldn't there be some very specific protocol
like
before
a vetting
you can
process?
Yeah, before you can get a ring?
Don't you remember getting a checkbook for the first time and your brain telling you, my right hand will write any amount in this check I tell it to.
Remember
balance? Who needs a balance?
Remember the phrase, you don't hear it very often, kiting a check?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Floating.
It's subtly different from bouncing a check.
I think it means, don't you write one check to cover another, but neither of them are good or something? I'm not sure.
Remember when you used to post-day or pre-date a check, or you could like write a check for something that I'll get paid on Friday. Here's the check. Don't put it in the bank till Friday.
Can you hold this till next Wednesday?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Willie and I had this conversation, 20 minutes ago?
Yeah. Really?
Where I said something and Willie goes, I gave Willie a check. And he goes, do you need me to wait a couple of days to cash it?
Well, no, I just didn't know.
No. And that's a conversation that
we've all had.
Chick and I both worked for radio stations back in the day.
Yep.
You had to rush to the bank because not all of them would cash.
Yeah.
So when they'd pass the checks out, it was a sprint to the bank to see if you could get your money first.
It's just funny in 2022 that we just had that conversation.
To be totally, I thought it was maybe of a certain special account for tax reasons, has to go in there before I can take it out or whatever. But when I started, I had a few comedy club owners say, please don't cash that till Monday.
Exactly. Yeah.
Still happens.
Yeah.
Can't you
And
just
Josh
shoot
just
it
laughed.
down? Shoot it down there with what is it, Zelle or something, or some from your bank account?
Even today, certain stuff takes 2 weeks to clear. Trust me, I just.
And now my favorite,
really?
my favorite story of the morning, because it's a Penguin, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Okay.
Oh, let's buckle
But
up.
this has nothing to do with Pittsburgh or hockey, is that
No,
correct?
just Penguins. It could this Penguin I'm going to talk about could have been a relative, could have been the mascot of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
That's true.
We don't know.
How's that? A member of the San Diego Zoo's African penguin colony has been fitted with orthopedic footwear to help it deal with a degenerative foot condition. The 4-year-old penguin named Lucas has serious...
My name is Lucas.
has a problem with his feet.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not going to say he has serious lesions on his feet due to a chronic condition known as bumblefoot.
Yeah, he does.
That sounds ridiculous.
See, bumblefoot sounds funny.
Yeah, but lesions aren't funny.
I know, but the name doesn't fit.
And by the way,
Penguins is practically chicken.
I mean, bumblefoot sounds like kind of silly and fun, but
this could cause a deadly infection if left untreated.
Aww.
The zoo turned to Therapaw, and the outfit made Lucas custom shoes from neoprene and rubber.
Oh.
The zoo's senior veterinarian said the shoes will help Lucas fully participate in the colony and help him make friends and find a suitable mate.
So they Pistorius'd him up?
yeah, but he was poor little fella. Poor little fella couldn't participate in any reindeer games, if you will.
No.
And so it was serious, and now he's able to find a mate. And
good.
I can see how he'd have foot problems. I mean, all you guys know this. Anytime you have to wear a tuxedo, the shoes are always really uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. You know, they made a movie of this penguin with that bad foot disease.
They did.
Crappy feet?
You think they tell a penguin to put his foot on ice? Isn't he
By
just walking
definition,
on ice all the time?
Or you have to tell the penguin to elevate his foot.
Yeah,
he just has to stand straight down, head down, out down in the snow.
And I'm with you on this, Tom. I thought all penguins, when I was a kid, I thought all penguins were human size.
Yeah, I thought they were full size.
I thought they were full-size people.
Did you really?
Yes, I thought they were like
But have you seen a picture of this
6
guy?
feet tall.
This is a pretty big one. Have you seen a picture of this
What,
guy?
about 2 feet, 3 feet?
It's hard to. There, some guy sort of crouched next to him. It looks like he's about 3 feet high.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm glad he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's gonna get a mate. Apparently, he's already hooked up. There, see that you can't tell how big he is, can you, Christy?
Emperor penguins get to be about 3
Do they mate for life? These little penguins?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. But there's the little fellers, you can see these little rubber shoes he's got on, and picking up the chicks.
They mate for life unless the male penguin cheats. And then
once a cheater, always a cheater.
Then the girl penguin gets all the furniture.
Yeah, and
Tiger doesn't change his
and the boy penguin has to move into a hotel room for a month.
For a month. 3 months. And you think that's weird, but Tony Soprano did it, so I'm fine with it too.
We got a Gamecock coming back, and Sauce Gardner, and what would a sportscast be without a mention of Tom Brady, and all sorts of things coming up.
All right, and a little surprise for you, Christy.
Okay.
In song, I might add.
Oh.
I'm very pleased about this. Pat will be doing a special song, Serenading You, when we come back. Right now, I want to ask you fellas, you heard about this low T thing? It's testosterone, and what it affects things like your sex drive, even bone mass, muscle mass, sperm production. Low testosterone is called low T, and it can affect your life in many ways. That's why Roman has stepped in. You know Roman. These are the guys that have been helping you out with ED issues for quite some time and accessing certain pharmaceuticals. Well, now Roman's got a special test kit. It's called the Roman Testosterone Test Kit. It cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with a healthcare provider. So here's how it works. They send you an easy-to-use kit, step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your house. Take the test before 10 a.m., ship it back that day. Once your results are ready, Roman sends you a downloadable PDF, breaks it all down for you, and then you can choose to schedule a free consultation to go over your results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. So if you're concerned about low T, check this out. GetRoman.com/BT show. Do it today for your at-home testosterone test kit. $69 total. That's GetRoman.com/BT show. Coming up, gigantic pumpkins already in the news. In fact, this pumpkin is so big, the guy made it into a boat. And I believe he has a new world record in that thing. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man. This is...
Thank you, Josh. Made my day. Could you get the phone for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hey, Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your Chick Has the Flu program.
Chick's got the flu. We've got Jeff Oskey sitting in for him.
I heard you talking about the adult bookstores a few minutes ago.
You know, Christy was talking about how she was in one.
You know, as a lifetime member of the Lions Den,
Yes.
I've been through my fair share of adult bookstores. The hardest part is trying to get my rascal back through them thin hallways. Eight shows, of course, and then sometimes you'll have a fella headed out while I'm trying to head in. It's kind of like playing the bumper cars. I have a hard time navigating in places like that in the scooter. Last time I kindly got stuck trying to head out. And I hit what I thought was a speed bump. It didn't have enough juice in my battery to get over it, so I called for the clerk. And he put the toenail clippers down and then raised the fuss about it. And I said, why the hell you raising the fuss? Put a speed bump right in the middle of an aisle, and I'm trying to get out. He explained it wasn't a speed bump, just a double donger that fell off the shelf. It worked like a set of stop sticks on my rascal. They've got just about everything in there. You know, I always enjoyed the selection of music, of course. Most of them play the hits of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. Something I like to do, walk out of an adult bookstore and act like you got gum on the bottom of your shoe.
Oh, yes.
Then pick it off and hold it up to your nose and say, I can't believe it ain't butter.
Boy.
Pick a shine. Christy, I don't know if you've ever been to the Lions Den, but we still got $12 left on the gift card I can send you.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
I recommend you wear your Crocs. Good night.
This is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
Pepe Lescrote.
Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Como allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting the non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you know, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Lescrotum.
Au revoir.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sid Gurney.
Sid.
Is at the microphone. Sid, how are you?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I think things are going pretty good so far, don't you, Sid?
No. Last night at the bar, Bob Donnie put on these dark glasses and made me tell this lady he was blind since he was a baby.
Really?
He said my job was to help line up something for him he calls a sympathy doink. So I go up to her, but before I could say hello, Donnie yells out, "Not the fat one, Sid, a friend."
Prove it. And it wouldn't hurt you to loosen up, Sid. Joke around with women, like I do. Be more self-defecating.
Comedian Etta May has joined us in the studio.
I've got a teenage daughter. Don't send girls to school. You cannot send girls to school without the right kind of clothes.
Oh.
They become outcast amongst their peers.
Oh, yes.
Going to school became a stinking fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
We're school shopping. My daughter tells me she's going to need new blue jeans. Okay. I go to Walmart. I get her new blue jeans. Well, you think I pooped in her lunch bucket or something. She wads them up, throws them back at me. She goes, "Mother, what are those?" Teenage daughters talk like this.
Yeah, they do.
And all teenage girls seem to think the sound is a word.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with a special, in quotes, guest.
We'll get to that in just a second. I just want to say, boy, have a lot of people hit a deer.
What?
Jeez.
Yeah. It's nuts.
We're getting a lot of I hit a deer mail after Josh expressed his fear.
I've never been a hunter. I've never grown up. I did not grow up in a hunting environment. I don't think I could shoot a deer and kill it and gut it and hang it in the garage and things like that. But there are too many deer. Somebody's got to do something.
Cold herd. That's right. Yeah,
somebody's got to do something.
Josh was expressing his fear of hitting a deer and having the deer slide into his windshield and then have the
specifically
claws and not claws,
kick him to death with the hoofs.
Yeah. It's a fear of yours.
Yeah,
legitimate.
Apparently, it's well founded.
Judging by some of these, some of these are too gruesome to even read.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Okay, so we're not going to go over them.
Being kicked to death by a deer is no way to die.
No.
Yeah,
falling into the gears of a combine—that's the way to die.
Okay. Well, right now,
Oh God! Now we're gonna get those letters.
The only way to live, though, is to live the righteous life like Donnie Baker. And Donnie's in the studio with us. Hey, Donnie.
Hey.
I've hit a deer with my boat before.
Oh, that's not easy.
I swear to God.
No kidding.
Deers are the dicks of the forest. I mind my own business. It was already dead, and I swerved and got on a shoulder, and then it damn near wrecked my trailer.
And you're not going to believe this, but I'll tell you anyway. I was water skiing off of 5 Mile Creek at Little Traverse Bay in Lake Michigan.
While wearing socks.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm not kidding. And we went, all of a sudden, there was a buck swimming.
It was hot.
They say that they see the lights of Charlevoix and they'll try to swim across. Sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't.
Either that or he was in rut. I followed you into a hot tub before, Christy.
Could have been.
Yeah, yes.
We were in a rowboat in Canada like 3 or 4 years ago. Maury, a buddy of mine, and we were up there fishing in northern Ontario, and you know where Katie Lang lives.
Oh.
And I saw this creature in the water, and I still don't know what it was. It looked like a giant hyena, is what it looked like. It was yellow with black spots. I swear. And yes, we'd been drinking, but still, that will.
And he didn't have any idea either.
Maury didn't have any idea either. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Was it smaller? Could it have been Canadian lynx?
It was about the size of a large dog.
Well, cats don't like to swim. They don't like to get wet.
Swimming right across in front of it, right by the boat. It was nuts.
Everything about this story doesn't sound like something you would do.
Oh, I had a great time.
Really?
I haven't done it since. But
Canadian lynx is what we call breakfast sausage.
That's very good.
I'd like some eggs and some Canadian lynx.
Could you answer that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey,
good morning. It's your old friend, Captain Dave calling.
Hey, Captain. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm calling from my most seaworthy vessel, the Chum Dumpster. Hey, here you got Donnie Baker in there.
Hey, Donnie is right here, sir.
Hey, Captain Dave. Donnie. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I still got your check from a couple of years ago when you worked a part-time stint for us. If you want to come by and pick it up sometime, just don't cash it for another 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, got it.
Hey, did you hear about the father and son fishing crew whose boat sank in Boston Harbor?
Oh, yeah. They were rescued, yeah.
Yeah, they were floating with a cooler when they got rescued by the coast. It sounds like a bunch of pussies, if you ask me.
Really?
You know, we're raising pansy-ass kids these days. And that's Yeti, another example. Yeti. Get it?
Yeti,
that's a little cooler humor for you there, Ace Cosby. Every mariner knows that when your vessel goes down, you don't hold on to a damn cooler like some ninny. You start swimming for shore, and you die of hypothermia like a man. That or a shark eats your wrinkly ass for dinner. You think I started out looking like this? My God, when I was a young seafarer, look up on the screen, there's a picture I'm sure up there of me. I had all my appendages and both my eyeballs. 12 sunken boats later, my body's now composed of 70% naughty fine.
Oh.
And I've got an eggy marble that I stole from my nephew for a left eye.
Wow.
When my first boat, the Tuna Lagoon, went under in the middle of the night in the Sargasso Sea, I was forced to dive in buck naked. I was about halfway to shore when a shark bit off my standing Hampton.
Wow.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I had the same guy who whittled my wooden leg make me an exact replica of my junk. Let me tell you, it's as veiny as it is girthy.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, the best part is now I'm always sporting wood. Don't worry, ladies, I polish it every night, so that cuts back on the wrinkles. Now listen, I can't waste any more time with you idiots. I gotta go. Bye, this is Captain Dave, signing out. I will run.
I'd be more concerned about splinters.
Yeah.
I sense there at the end he didn't have anything. He was trying to say a big goodbye, but nope.
I don't like to sound stupid, but what is a standing Hampton?
It's an English term.
Standing Hampton means the male member.
Oh.
When aroused, you see.
Okay, gotcha.
You never heard of the phrase the standing Hampton?
The Sammy Hagar album?
I've heard the album.
Sammy Hagar album.
I've heard of that album, but I had no idea what that meant.
Oh, yeah. Boner.
Like, you'd be surprised
I had
how
no
many
idea.
rock and roll names refer to something either phallic or genitalia related.
I honestly
And then they
told this-
deny it after the fact. A Pearl Jam. Oh, it's my aunt's
Yeah.
jelly. No, that's
Steely Dan.
That's true. It was Eddie's aunt. She made jam.
I honestly didn't know what Standing Hampton was till this very moment.
Well, now you know.
Pretty sure it was a wrestling move from Dick the Bruiser. I think it was.
May have been.
I love Dick the Bruiser.
Those were the days. Dick the Bruiser, Moose Cholak, Bobo Brazil.
Bobo Brazil.
Was King Kong Brody in those days, too?
I think he was after, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spike Hubers. I'd go on for days.
Do you know that Bobo Brazil ate Christie's lunch one day? And I mean actually ate her lunch, not...
no euphemism there.
Yeah, okay.
Is this one of them bourbon legends or is this true?
No, it was a Monte Cristo, too, my favorite sandwich. Dang, I was pissed. He walked right in and just took it off my plate.
That's Bobo.
Yeah.
Bobo Brazil.
You know, you weren't going to argue with him.
No. What is a Monte Cristo?
It's got gravy on it, right? Oh, is it deep fried?
No, it's deep fried. It's like a ham and cheese, and they deep fry it with powdered sugar. Oh my God, it's so good.
How many did you get?
I only got one. Well, I got half.
Because you've got to count.
Oh, the Monte Cristo.
Boy.
I was going to say something like the sandwich comes sealed in a metal cage or something, but no, you went ahead and
sold at a little restaurant that was called JoJo's at the time. I don't know if you remember
Bobo
that.
ate at JoJo's?
Yeah, Bobo ate at
Bobo stole your JoJo?
Bobo ate at JoJo's. He was never coming. He just ate Christie's line.
Did he excite
more
your?
like dinner.
Did he excite your?
Bobo, no.
What?
No, Bobo.
What do you got over there, Mr. McGee?
I wish this was a not made-up story. It's all true.
South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, the crowing rooster mascot for the football team, South Carolina Gamecocks, is going to have a new name. previously known as Sir Big Spur. I think we all agree. PU, correct?
Sir Big Sir, yeah.
Sir Big Spur.
Sir Big Sperm. That they're going for. Sir Big Sperm. Yeah.
It's going to be known as
Sperminator.
This is payback.
Sperm shooter. You gonna rub me again?
Yeah. You're all having fun with that Go-Go Bobo thing, but
Go-Go Bobo. No.
I just wanted to know if Christy's mojo was excited by Bobo.
No. How was the sandwich? So-so.
Bobo. So Bobo walked in, and you didn't get your mojo working.
Okay, so I was running.
didn't think this was over.
Bobo, you go.
No.
And you wake me up before.
Wake me up before you go.
Wham.
I used to work in television, and I ran camera one night on a wrestling show. And we all went out to dinner after, and the crew was sitting there, and we were eating dinner at JoJo's.
And when Bobo
Brazil and a couple of the other wrestlers walked in, saw me, and of course I'm easy to pick on. I'm 21, and I'm a little girl, and he goes, "Oh, I like that sandwich," and picked up half my sandwich.
Oh, that's a
and
move,
walked
though.
away.
He wanted to eat more than your sandwich.
He wanted to eat your sandwich.
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Bobo.
Nah, I don't think so.
Bobo, no homo.
You gotta relax.
No. Bobo, we know.
Oh, hey, no.
You don't have to announce it everywhere
Me
you
and
go.
Bundy are just friends.
It's time to go.
Yeah,
with Bobo.
go practice karate. Go back to the dojo. Okay,
Let's keep going.
He's
I'm
a big
loving
man. He moves in slow-mo.
this is nothing.
Hey, Bobo, what do you do with a boat? Huh? What do you do with a boat?
Row.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either. Bravo.
I had to think a minute.
Bobo's big philosophy is you only live once.
Yeah, he's always saying YOLO.
YOLO for Bobo.
All right.
So.
Who's your favorite cop? Futuristic cop there, Bobo?
Robo.
How about when you sing by yourself? What do you do
Thank you
there?
very much.
Solo.
Okay.
All right.
All right, enough
If
of
they
that.
make a show about wrestling in the 2000s, what will it be called? Glow.
Oh, very good, very good.
Okay.
All right, that was so-so.
Yeah. South Carolina Gamecock knew their live rooster they have on the sidelines, which for some poor student
has to take care of that all year.
The cheer squad.
Yeah.
Well, I got cock duty this week. Yeah, I gotta put him in a cage. I bet their roosters are probably ill-tempered. I would think.
Sure. Yeah, they'll stomp around.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's going to be named the General instead of Sir Big Spur. The university did not own the rights to the mascot's former name.
What?
Who owns Sir Big Spur?
No joke.
Yeah, that's boy. There's a $1 million idea.
Gotta be a spur company, I would think.
Is it too
right?
close to Sir Purr, the Carolina Panthers mascot?
Actually, Revolutionary War General Thomas Sumter was known as the Fighting Gamecock. They can't use that, evidently. So, and Sir Big Spur is closer to Sir Purr from the Carolina Panthers, yes.
Very good.
The live mascot has been a tradition at football and basketball games for some 2 decades, alongside a human gamecock named Cocky.
Cocky.
Both will be on the field Saturday
original.
night.
Boy, I hope there's only fans in the crowds. You don't want to hear, boo, Cocky.
I just learned what that was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, from
Somebody's been watching
No, somebody
X-Hamster.
told me.
Ex-hamster, Donnie?
Somebody's been watching it.
South Carolina and Georgia State college football. Yeah, college football this weekend, kids.
So I'm lost now. What's the new name?
General. The General.
The General.
That's a better name.
The General wasn't taken?
The General.
You'll be getting sued by Bob Knight over that.
Yeah.
Or an insurance company.
And the insurance company, yeah.
I would think the General would have more copyright and trademark problems than Sir Cox-a-Lot, whatever it was.
Sir Cox-a-Lot.
What was it again?
Sir Big Spur.
Okay. Well, Sir Big Cox would have been funnier.
I like Sir Cox a lot.
Sure. Because they're the Gamecocks, and you see those dudes wearing their backward hats. It just says Cox on the back. Hey, look, my shirt says Cox. Okay, we get it. Put your sunglasses on them, okay?
I've got 4 of those, Tom.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do every morning.
True enough. New York Jets cornerback and arguably the best player in the previous NFL draft, Sauce Gardner, is partnering up with, he went to Cincinnati, he's a Bearcat. He's partnering up with Buffalo Wild Wings to, of course, make something called sauce.
Bobo likes sauce?
Bobo loves sauce.
This guy could go two ways. I mean, he could do a home and garden store and a restaurant.
Sure.
Sauce. I like it.
According to USA Today's Jets Wire, the smoky sweet and spicy barbecue sauce will debut tomorrow. Gardner will also hold a Signed with Sauce event on September 1st at Buffalo Wild Wings in Wayne, New Jersey.
Now, Donnie, don't you sell your man sauce?
Heck yeah, I do. By the court, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Little Guy Ranch?
I ain't bragging, but there was a time where I could bust a clay pigeon from 100 yards.
Skeet, indeed.
Now, is your man sauce cream-based? What is the...
Well, let's just let you know when she walks away, she'll be raising guppies in a jar. Swear to God.
Oh, man.
So this guy's name is Sauce. So he's coming out with a sauce.
This is Ahmad Gardner. He was a cornerback at Cincinnati.
Okay, so he goes by Sauce.
And now he's with the Jets. He got drafted, but he goes by Sauce Gardner. And I think he had one with the giant chain on it that says Sauce.
Has Patrick Mahomes been approached by like Remax?
Why?
Mahomes? My man, my homes, my house.
My Remax.
I was watching some old college football game over the weekend.
Wait a minute.
How old were they?
An old college football game?
Yeah.
Bobo
last year's Outback Bowl.
Bobo white trash too.
Outback Bowl, and a guy from, was it Arkansas? His name is Bumper Pool, and he changed his name legally to Bumper.
Wow.
Yes. Cool. His first name is now Bumper legally. Bumper Pool.
Okay.
That was pretty
kind of
funny.
An obscure sport these
Bumper
days.
Pool?
Yeah.
Did you ever have one of those as a kid?
My grandparents did.
Oh, my aunt did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We played a lot.
Never really understood the game much, but it was
like
fun.
pool with a defense.
Yeah.
Those things in the middle.
Michael Jack taught me how to do that.
Aw. You have a sweet memory, don't you?
I do, yeah.
See?
Who?
His real name, my Uncle Jack.
Oh, Uncle Jack.
Yeah.
His real name was what?
Bill, but he would often masturbate in public.
Stop.
Is that right?
So we called him Uncle Jack.
Yeah, of course. Who's going to go pick up Uncle Jack?
I figured you'd learn, instead of Bumper, you'd be learning pocket pool from him. Names are confusing.
He was originally known as Sauce to keep the thing going.
That's a cool nickname, Sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other players naturally have their name tied to?
Oh gosh.
I mean, Gardner Minshew could once again do home and garden.
Sauce Gardner and Gardner Minshew. That's confusing.
If anyone cared about Gardner's Minshew existence, but you, you sure could.
I love Gardner Minshew.
I know you have such a bromance for him.
He's funny guys. He's one of these guys. No, but I mean,
he's a funny guy.
No, the NFL.
He's a fun guy.
The NFL needs guys that are fun, not just these horrific, awful stories about some of the bad boys.
Well, yeah.
Some of the bad boys?
That's an understatement.
There are some bad boys playing in the NFL.
Well, that Aaron Hernandez sure was a bad boy.
Yeah. You said it like he's smoking cigarettes in the bathroom at junior high. The man's a murderer.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm talking about there.
We know what you're talking
about. Certain ex-punter.
These rascals, they're out there.
Ornery's what they are.
Cooper Kupp could do ladies' brasiers.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What do you think?
No, we couldn't.
Why not?
Because the atmosphere with the NFL and women, it's bumpy at best right now.
He could go by C Cup.
Maybe he could do the Cooper Cup Awards during the ESPYs.
What for the best sideline reporter boobs? Is that where you're going?
You know what?
These are all great ideas.
I want everybody to know that was the chick that said that.
Oh yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
Not me, chick, Christy.
No, the broad.
The chick that saves everything.
Donnie Baker has joined us in the studio for a rare appearance. And Donnie, you're going to be. Am I correct in saying you're going to be in Kentucky with us coming up in a month or so as part of Bourbon and Beyond?
Yeah, bringing my band of Pork Pistols. We got some brand new tapes to rock for you.
All right.
Cool. Wow, I'm very excited about that. I also know that today's Tuesday. Coming up, starting tomorrow, you're going to be at Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee, running Wednesday and Thursday.
Nice.
Fun.
2 shows.
Yeah, I'm going to stop by Kid Rock's bar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
See if I run into Bobo Brazil.
Yeah? Well.
I don't think you're going to do that.
You're going to need a backhoe to run into Bobo.
Bobo has a new song. Bobo song.
Bobo is no mo.
He's like his funeral.
Yeah, Bobo.
Yeah.
What about this? Mo. That was good.
Bobo like?
Bobo not like.
Oh.
Bobo like. Bobo like no mo.
I met Bobo Brazil.
Did you?
Yeah. When I was a little kid, he was famous. He was great.
He was famous when I was a kid.
Yeah. He had a long career in wrestling.
He did.
The Cocoa Butt. That
Yeah,
was his
that's
move.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
The famous move, the Cocoa Butt.
Absolutely.
Cocoa, Bobo. Bobo, Cocoa.
What's that, Pat?
Cocoa Butt?
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Yeah, it was
seriously,
his
that was his
move.
famous wrestling move, the Cocoa Butt.
He'd butt his opponent in the head with his head. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't referring to his creamy, bronzed ass, if that's what you were thinking. Jesus.
Bobo no!
Bobo no.
Bobo no, Bo.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, I think it's almost that time.
Yes.
When we come back, we have a little surprise for Christy. Lee, Pat, you ready? Did you get the note? Okay. Something nice for you, Christy. Before I know you have to go early today.
Yes.
And we have...
Coward.
We have something special for you. Also...
Donnie hitting me up for more money.
What did we decide yesterday? When Jess Hooker comes in here, we're going to, for next week, I want her to go to a Chinese restaurant and do the 24 hours in advance.
Peking duck?
Order the Peking duck, because I've never in my life had it, and I want to see what it's like.
Yeah, I'd like to try it too.
I'd like to find a Chinese restaurant that's open at this hour.
Well, we'll have to go to Manhattan, but still.
No, if they're cooking the Peking duck for 24 hours, they're going to have to be maintaining it, right?
Yes, but who's
But who's
we're
gonna
going to have
do
to ask them to get up at a certain amount, before they're open, that kind of thing.
I think that we can...
I'm sure she can figure it
get
out.
out the abacus and throw them an extra $50.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
I've told you guys 100 times. I've gotten mail from people who have been to Chung Wa's, and they have backed me up on this. When you would pay your bill at Chung Wa's, the guy would figure it out on an abacus.
Okay, great. Have you ever had Peking duck ever?
You were lying.
No,
that's why we want to do this.
Oh.
Have you had it?
No.
That's why I want to do it.
All right.
And is it called Beijing duck now, or are we going to be politically correct? When we
Let's take a break.
Okay, I'm sorry. No mo?
No more. Ho, ho. No more.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. To transfer, wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on escape to Pigeon Forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should've learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sorta mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own his company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage.
have been charged, and she will find them, convict them, send them to prison for the rest of their days, and she's not apologizing for that. And to many, penguins always seem to walk like they have trouble with their feet. But one penguin at the San Diego Zoo has gotten some help in the day-to-day step-to-step, despite a chronic foot problem. A 4-year-old penguin named Lucas has now been fitted with orthopedic shoes to ease the effects of a degenerative foot condition. Lucas has a bubble foot, a health issue that causes foot lesions. An organization known as Therapaw created custom shoes made of neoprene and rubber to ease the pressure on little penguin Lucas's feet as he stands and walks. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
You just ruined it.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
On the Prairie series.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold, the upside sidekick desk.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold is here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. We're very excited. We have a special guest in the studio.
Donnie Baker is here with us live in the studio. Hey, Donnie. It's great seeing you.
Hey, Tom, good to see you guys. Normally, I have to go by cordless phone to get in here.
You know, Donnie's going to be live in person coming up Wednesday and Thursday evening at the legendary Zanies Comedy Club in Nashville. And then Friday and Saturday at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama. And then coming up Wednesday through Saturday at Zanies in Chicago, Wednesday starting September 7th. So lots of live appearances with Donnie. Then Donnie's going to be joining us in the Commonwealth of Kentucky for a special live show celebrating bourbon and beyond. Details coming up, but we'll see you at 4th Street Live at some point.
I saw you on MTV recently, Donnie.
Yeah, on Ridiculousness.
Yeah. They called you ridiculous.
Right to my face.
Right to your face.
Oh, man. I know. And you know what I think's ridiculous? Everywhere I travel now in the United States, don't matter where you go, Tom, you can't go 2 miles without running into a roundabout, or they're trying to invent a roundabout.
I love them.
I hate them. I swear to God, they're basically crop circles that have been paved over. I was raised on four-way stops. It was simple. You pulled up, you gave a good firm head fake. If that didn't work, you used your turn signal with your middle finger right to their face.
Now, roundabouts, actually, they reduce gas consumption substantially, and they reduce traffic fatalities a great deal, because you don't have the, what do you call it when you hit somebody from the
T-bone.
The T-boning. I'm a big big fan of the roundabout.
Well, you've been watching too much Glenn Beck. I hate four-way stops create gridlock and back up traffic. No, they don't. They give us time to sober up, dumbass. Now you got 9 drunks in a roundabout, Tom. You're messing with the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. By the way, if for those of you that didn't find yourself going through any red lights yesterday, you can thank me.
Did you hit all of them?
I hit all of them.
Yeah, I've been there.
You ever that run where every G.
That's why I love roundabouts. I can go all the way across town, never hit a light. It's awesome.
Wow, they're great.
Did you know Elvis didn't believe in red lights?
Is that true?
I swear to God. Well, he had a badge, so he knew he couldn't be arrested, but he didn't believe, didn't even acknowledge him. I mean, he probably checked his blind spot, but honestly, I swear to God, he didn't believe. How cool would that be that you just don't even have to acknowledge red lights?
You're Elvis.
You're Elvis.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Steve Jobs, same deal. He didn't have a license plate or a driver's license.
Who?
Steve Jobs.
Well, then he...
So he didn't have to worry about any lights.
He probably had a driver.
Yes.
No,
Probably had a driver.
No.
Why don't you get a driver? I think that's the bigger problem.
No, I enjoyed it.
Don't you have a song for me, Pat? I got to go.
We do, but the song is based on a news story.
Okay.
That
We're not done with sports yet?
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
Okay.
What news story?
It
That's
involves Starbucks, and today is a
Oh, I have it right here.
big
Yeah.
day at
Big
Starbucks.
day. Are you ready? The pumpkin spice latte returning to Starbucks today.
No, can we just,
August 30th.
Can we keep hold off till September at least?
Yeah.
Why?
Nope.
Sneaking it in?
And the 19th year in a row. According to Takeout, the famous autumnal beverage returns alongside the pumpkin cream cold brew, the apple crisp macchiato.
You know, I didn't try one of those last year, and I will this year.
Will you?
That's right.
All right.
Making a stand on it.
Did everyone get that?
Bragging about it.
Several seasonal bakery items, including the pumpkin loaf. That's pretty strong.
Not bad.
The pumpkin cream cheese muffin.
Oh, boy.
A pumpkin scone and an owl-shaped cake pop.
Give me
you
all
don't
you got.
like pumpkin, do you, Chip?
I dislike pumpkin intensely.
But I do. I would agree with you. I love pumpkin and I love all this stuff, but I think you shouldn't be. This is like having Christmas too early.
It should start after Labor Day, just like school should.
I think when your skin is still sticking to your leather seats in your car, it's too early for pumpkin spice.
Not everywhere. Not doing that everywhere.
Yes, it is.
The parts of northern Canada where it's very fall-like.
There are parts of Alaska that are hotter than hell right now. I don't know. I just think it's too early. And this also means that people can start getting mad about the holiday cups sooner. You know, that annual ritual where there's some...
Does that come out next week?
There's some conspiracy about the holiday cups. I forget which lunatic fringe group protests them. I forget if they're left or right.
Can I tell you something? I love not getting mad about coffee. I mean, it's my
isn't it
favorite
awesome?
thing. I never get mad about coffee or coffee cups.
Aren't you the one who threw your coffee in the trash at McDonald's?
Oh,
You got real mad about that.
mad about that. Thank you very much. No, that does. I will acknowledge that.
Okay.
A poorly made coffee can be frustrating.
Okay.
But I just don't get mad about when the damn pumpkin spice latte
I don't
starts.
neither. They're like free refills. It says free refills. I still got cups that says Toy Story 2 on it. Oh, God. I walk right in. It's free.
I'm just saying, there's a sort of, this is permeating our culture. Everything is coming too early. That's all. And this is just
I think it makes perfect sense.
It's not even Labor Day yet.
Right.
It's for colleges. These sorority girls get back together. They have a pumpkin. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing.
Also, like college football, like tailgating this weekend.
Yes.
The fellas are drinking Busch Lights, and then the ladies are going to have a pumpkin spice latte with a little bourbon inside.
And by the way, we're saying ladies and sorority girls. I love the pumpkin spice latte. I'll have half a dozen this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How about this? What's the owl thing?
Owl-shaped cake pop.
You know that'll be good.
How many owls do they have to kill to make one of those?
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Pat, do you have a song?
I do, yeah. July's got the sunshine. April has the showers. January's got the snow. And May brings all the flowers.
How's this for Krista?
I don't know.
Yeah, talk about shoehorning something on the show. Jeez.
November's got the toy key. December's got Christ. But October's got that pumpkin spice.
August.
Change it to August.
Pumpkin spice, oh, pumpkin spice. Yeah, a little in my latte would sure be nice. But keep it out of my shampoo. Can I give you some advice? Go easy on the pumpkin spice. You know, I like it in the candle. I don't mind it in my tea. But I love it in hooch, even though it's bad for me. Going out of my gourd, headed to rehab at Bedford, because I'm drinking whiskey with that pumpkin spice. I'm addicted to this stuff, everybody. Pumpkin spice, yeah, pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Tempo, tempo, Donnie, tempo.
Put it in your Metamucil, make your dookie smell nice.
I swear to God.
But don't put it in your douche, yeah, because no one wants to smooch. Donnie, you want to smooch a cooch that smells like pumpkin spice?
Hell yeah, man.
Pumpkin spice.
Get it like a jack-o'-lantern.
Pumpkin spice. But out of my Doritos and my pizza slice. For you freaks who want a plumpkin, try it with a splash of pumpkin. Yeah, it's sleazy with that pumpkin spice. Oh, the caves, they got spelunkin'. Donuts got the Dunkin'. James Brown, he put the funk in. But October's got that pumpkin spice. That's right.
Very nice.
August 30th.
Yeah. August got that pumpkin spice.
August.
Thank you very much.
You're right, Tom. It's just like them playing Alice Cooper's Schools Out or summer Schools Out for Summer in September.
Yeah, same thing. It's ruining our society and our culture.
Do I dare ask what a blumpkin is?
No.
It's another wrestling move.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Don't Google the word blumpkin.
Oh, okay.
I
It's
told
a
you
bad
not
thing?
to. Yes. Coming up when we come back, a letter
Some
from
people enjoy it.
a letter from Kuwait.
Love is love.
Wait.
All right.
When we come back,
Okay.
and we'll look forward to that. Certainly, Donnie Baker hanging out with
And
us.
Jess Hooker will be in for me.
And Jess is going to be sitting in for Christy Lee, and I've already talked to her about her new assignment.
Okay.
She couldn't be more pleased.
Oh, I bet.
That's what they say in the bizarro world.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Swear to God.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Swear to God. Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't."
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, payday's probably right around the corner for you. Don't forget about BobandTomStore.com. Last-second gifts for those Bob and Tom fans in your life. All you have to do is click on BobandTomStore.com. Do your shopping, go to the checkout, give them your information, and next thing you know, ding-dong, here's your Bob and Tom stuff. Hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat. Oh, I want to get a hat on every trucker's head across the country, across the world. You have to start with one trucker at a time. If you have a trucker, let's get him in a Bob and Tom Show hat. BobandTomStore.com. That's right. Treat yourself. Our clothing sizes small all the way up to 4XL, even 5XL for the larger folks. Also, if we don't have your size, just check back. We're always restocking at BobandTomStore.com. And those hats I was talking about, yeah, they're adjustable. They'll fit any size head. So no need to worry. The Bob and Tom Show hat makes the perfect gift for the trucker in your life. BobandTomStore.com is where you head, and you're welcome. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Aaron Judge has hit his 50th home run of the season, connecting in the 8th inning for the New York Yankees against the Los Angeles Angels. The slugger sent a 434-foot solo drive to left center off reliever Ryan Tepera to trim New York's deficit 4-3. Judge became one of 10 players in Major League history with multiple 50-homer seasons. He smashed 52 long balls back in 2017, setting a rookie record that was broken 2 years later by Pete Alonso, who hit 53 for the New York Mets. Judge is chasing the single-season Yankees record of 61 home runs established by Roger Maris back in 1961. Hey, people who drink tea may be a little more likely to live longer than those who don't. That's according to a large study of British tea drinkers. Scientists found 2 or more cups daily tied with a modest benefit, a 9% to 13% lower risk of death from any cause. Adding milk or sugar did not change the results. Past studies in China and Japan, where green tea is popular, suggested strong health benefits. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Alan had a Zippo lighter in the 8th grade. How cool is that?
What a rebel.
Alan had a subscription to Playboy magazine.
Oh, that Alan.
And a Zippo lighter in the 8th grade.
Good for him.
Every mother's nightmare.
Alan probably runs a major corporation now.
Alan,
He was allowed to bring the Zippo lighter to school.
Oh, no, that's
Of course
the thing about
not.
Alan.
Oh, he was a badass.
Rebel in a sweater.
Alan gave a damn?
If he was allowed to do it, he didn't do it. And if it was against the rules, he did it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom.
Hi, everybody.
24/7.
This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this. Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt. Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning, son.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy on assignment. Jess Hooker joins us.
Hi.
She's at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Chicky.
Here's Ace Cosby.
I love that Christy song.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. Now, Tom, will you do something, please?
Ace likes to do callbacks for those that really pay attention.
Here's how radio works.
There's Willie Griswold.
He learned from the best, folks.
The super obscure.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold, and we have a special guest. He's still here.
Donnie Baker is here with us. Hey, Donnie, it's good to see you, sir.
You too, Tom.
Do you remember the day that we were talking to a comedian, and when we got done, the authorities were here to pick him up and cart him away?
Yes, I won't say his name.
No, we won't say his name.
Speaking of the dead.
No, but do you think that might happen with, old Skeezix?
Let me tell Willie and Jess what we're talking about. We had a guy on here. He was at one of the local comedy clubs, and he was one of these guys that kept bragging about his watch and his rings. A real ass.
You like that watch? You see this watch? You like that watch, don't you? Stuff like that.
Yeah. On the air.
Yeah.
Look at this watch. Bang, dang, you jerk. Well, Mr. Cool loved himself a lot. When he left the building, he was immediately cuffed and arrested.
Yeah.
It turned out that he had some problems.
He had not been paying his child support.
Yeah, and he was bragging about how much money he had.
Yeah.
Wow. Do we know him?
They heard him on the air.
I haven't heard of him since.
He has passed away.
In St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, good.
Yeah, he was from St. Louis.
I'll tell you what, though. This man murdered. I mean, he's standing ovations.
That's not the guy that told me to ask the crowd if they want more when I hosted for him, is it?
I would not doubt it at all.
He came up to me and he said, when you introduce me, here's what you're going to do. And I go, okay, which is standard, when you're hosting a comedy show. And then he goes, and by the way, at the end, I'm going to walk off and they're going to be applauding. I go, okay. And he goes, go up there and ask him, do you want some more? Do you want some more? Do you want some? You have to do it 3 times. I go, oh, okay. And I went in and he murdered and killed and went up for twice after that.
Wait. But was there ever an opportunity maybe where he didn't do very well and you had to go on stage and go, do you want some more? And there was a tepid response?
All right.
That's the Wayne Newton
We got babysitters.
Let's pick it up.
Do a joke or two, but we got to get out of here.
There was a thing in Vegas where Wayne Newton would, every show, he would, like 5 songs in, have, shut the doors. This is the audience I've been waiting for.
Oh, I love that.
That old schmaltzy.
Same thing.
I am kind of over the encore with all bands.
Yep.
Aren't you?
Yes.
We're going to go through this charade.
It's too phony, yeah. I've heard that it is kind of presentational, but also they just have to go pee at the end of the show, and it's just a fun way for them to hit the head and then come.
I'd rather them go, hey, look, 5 minutes, we all need some water, and we're going to pee. We'll be right back. I really would.
You know me, I don't care for the "Are you ready to rock?" people. If it starts out on a live cut, I'm not listening.
I agree.
That's right.
If somebody comes out of the concert and we're ready to go, are you ready to rock? Yeah. We got showered. We're here.
We
Let's
parked.
do this.
Paid $15 to park. It took me 20 minutes to walk in and get ID'd and had to go through a metal detector. We are indeed ready to rock.
Ready to rock, Elvis. Let's go. Yeah.
And for $20, it'd be nice if there was more than 1 cube in this thing. Oh, sorry.
No. If you've seen Guns N' Roses back in Circus 1987, you were waiting on Axl to get ready.
Yeah.
And they had to remow the lawn seats. Swear to God, yeah, I'm ready to rock.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Noise ordinance kicks in 15 minutes, Dick. You should have been here when I was.
That's such a good joke.
I swear to God.
Now, we have a letter. It's a correction.
What did I do? You're looking at me.
First of all, this comes to us from Kuwait.
Oh.
That's in euthanasia. That's
hello, Sergeant George. He writes, I am currently deployed to a SH
sure.
called Kuwait. It's hot. Chick.
Yeah.
The pastor in Blazing Saddles is the one who said, you're on your own.
Which is even funnier than the mayor.
To the fabulous Cleavon
Yes.
Little. Yes. You're right. You're right, sir.
Not that he says, not the judge, you silly turd.
Oh, okay, yeah. The pastor is...
All right, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. May I have another, sir? Yeah.
Okay. Now, he has a special request we're going to get to in just a few minutes, and then he signs it, looking at sand 24 hours a day for the next 6 months.
One of my favorite radio quiz shows comes out of there. Kuwait, Don't Tell Me. It's a good one. It's all about...
Willie, don't do that.
Really, yeah, don't encourage him.
I liked it a lot.
Thank you, Willie. No accounting for taste, is there?
I didn't get it.
No, you wouldn't.
There's a show called Wait, Don't Tell Me. This is a very fine show, certainly. But
Hey, we got
maybe Peter Sagal, maybe he'll take it to Kuwait and do Kuwait, Don't Tell Me.
He said.
I love when Alonzo Bowden's on it. He still calls it.
I love Alonzo.
Desperately trying to change the subject. We got sports. We're not even close to being done.
Oh, God. Okay, go ahead.
Tom Brady's pre-retirement, so-called last touchdown football ball, back up for auction. Remember this football he did, and then he retired, and then they took it off the market, and then the guy bought it, and then they had to put it. The ball was thrown by Brady, a 55-yard touchdown pass during the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' home playoff loss to the Rams in February. It was known as Brady's final touchdown ball until he unretired 40 days later.
But, I mean, technically, he could,
You know what?
Not throw a touchdown?
he could have a career-ending injury the first set of downs.
Well, not to mention, have you seen him? He come back from that break looking like Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
I swear to God.
Oh, yeah, he's very slim. Yeah.
Well, they don't have much of an offensive line, is what I hear in Tampa Bay. So I don't know, man.
What'd the guy pay for it? Do we know?
I forget. What
was a pretty penny.
Didn't somebody heave it into the stands or something?
That was the 1,000th touchdown ball.
I thought it was almost $500,000.
Yeah, it was like $500,000.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Boy.
Well.
The perspective has changed, says Leland of Leland's Auction. He said the ball was consigned directly from the fan who caught it after, what is this, a different ball? Oh, Mike Evans tossed it into the stands, I guess. The ball listed at starting bid of $25,000. The auction is set to close on September 17th. This is the re-auctioning of that ball.
Okay.
There you go. $25,000 is the starting bid.
$25,000. And if you taken this is a Tom Brady ball?
Yeah.
If you take into account deflation, that's probably $18,000.
Oh,
Right to his face.
A Deflategate joke. That's usually my.
I thought you would like it.
Still hanging on.
I didn't have time to text
Usually
it to you.
my lane.
Baltimore Ravens mascot. Does anybody know what the Ravens mascot name is in Baltimore?
Is it like Poe or
Nevermore.
Richard.
It is.
Felon?
It is Poe. That's exactly right.
That's what I guessed.
He was carted off the field. He sustained an injury during Saturday's preseason matchup against the Washington football team.
Did he take his head off?
The team's bird not on. I think he did on the field, actually.
Wait, wasn't Poe one of the Teletubbies? I swear to God it was.
I think you're right.
It was Edgar Allan and Poe.
Yeah, my mom Phyllis ran a daycare, so I had to watch a lot of that stuff for her.
Poe was joined by other mascots for halftime game against Pee Wee footballers, and the mascots were kicking ass. That's right. Pee Wee. Personnel tended to Poe was lying on the ground before the cart arrived and drove him off.
Oh, man.
Sad.
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 But do we know if was the head on the guy? I mean,
I don't know.
It was, yeah.
You want the illusion to...
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the mascot code. You don't, lop the head off.
Well, if you tear your ACL, I think you're going to take your head off.
No, he didn't. He got on the golf cart with his hat still on. With his head.
Just muffled screams coming out.
Oh my God! Here he is on the. It looks like this is it looks like some kind of tactical military vehicle he's on.
Gosh, poor thing.
Yeah, the guy.
Poe thing.
Oh, nice. The guy did keep the thing on. He kept his head on. So, quoth the Raven, my groin.
My groin. A Nebraska man appears to have broken the Guinness World Record for the longest journey by pumpkin boat. According to News Channel Nebraska, Mr. Dwayne Hansen paddled his 861-pound gourd named Big Bertha a total of 41 miles down the Missouri River.
What?
His attempts beat the current record of 25.5 miles.
If you were just standing near the river and you looked down, some guy paddled by in a pumpkin. What the hell is this?
It's huge. About right.
No, I thought the Pilgrims were extinct. See that?
Bellevue City Hall representative serves as official witnesses for Hansen's attempt. So we'll see if that's certified.
You've seen it?
I have not.
It's a huge pumpkin. Obviously, he cuts it in half and hollows it out.
Sure.
Yeah, just a big shell, essentially.
Climbs
right?
in, and then they take the other half of it, and they turn it into pumpkin spice lattes for those less fortunate.
Oh, isn't that nice? Very good, yeah.
Live on the river. Even the Po folks deserve to have a little pumpkin
We're
spice.
coming back with another world record by Guess Who?
Oh,
David Roth.
But I hate gourds, chick.
Do you?
Well, especially jack-o'-lanterns. They stare, and that's a threat, man.
I know.
Also, when we come back, we have something interesting happened on a commercial air flight. The two pilots got into a fist fight.
No.
While the plane was in the air. That's not good.
That seems like that'd be against regulation.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Right now, I want to remind you that earbuds never go out of season. They're great because not only could they let great stuff into your head, they also keep a lot of stuff out. That's where the Raycon earbuds come in. Twice as good and half the price. Tell me more, chick.
That's right. And even though pumpkin spice is out there, it's still summer. And you can do anything. Get outdoors, longer days, less to do. The possibilities are endless, and even better with your Raycon earbuds. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. And they feature noise isolation and awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed or tune into your surroundings if you have to. And listen while you travel or during maybe a workout with the optimized gel tips from Raycon. They fit every ear ever made, and they're comfortable enough for all-day wear, and they do not budge. And with Raycon, you get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and you get all that for about half the price of other premium audio brands. And it's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews, and I think it's higher. Right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom, and we got a deal for you. 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycons. buyraycon.com/Tom.
And marijuana in the news coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Hey, treat yourself now to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, how about full access right now? It's also a great gift that you can give to someone pretty quick because it's right there. All you got to do is click a few buttons, give us your information. Next thing you know, you are a VIP premium service member or the person that you buy the gift for. It includes the live 7-camera video stream of the show. I don't know. We could be up to 9 cameras by now. I don't keep track. The Bob and Tom Show also available commercial-free and on-demand with our daily podcast when you're a VIP premium service member. Also, and here's the key, access to the Bob and Tom archives and the complete album library. Check it out now at bobandtom.com. Look for the VIP membership. Click on that, and there goes your information, and you can join us. It's just that easy. bobandtom.com/VIP for more.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. NASA scrubbed the launch of its new moon rocket on a no-crew test flight after a cascade of last-minute problems yesterday, including unexplained trouble related to an engine. The next launch attempt won't be until Friday at the earliest. The shakedown flight will be a big step forward in America's quest to put astronauts back on the moon for the first time since the end of the Apollo program 50 years ago. California lawmakers have approved a nation-leading measure to give more than 500,000 fast food workers more power and protection. The bill will create a new state agency with the clout to set minimum wage standards, hours, and working conditions. The California debate has drawn attention nationwide, including on Capitol Hill, where one U.S. representative said she hopes it will spark similar efforts elsewhere. And federal regulators have sued data broker Kochava, accusing it of selling sensitive location data from millions of mobile devices. The Federal Trade Commission says such geodata can be used to identify people and track them to sensitive locations like reproductive health clinics, homeless shelters, or houses of worship. You might think twice before putting those location services on your smartphone. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Marty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you're really safe before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Oh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson, he's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13 and a half.
Oh, boy.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know, that's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee on assignment. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Josh Arnold's here.
Chicky.
There's Ace Cosby. Chick. Willie Griswold is here.
Having fun.
And also, Tom, we have a special guest.
He is Donnie Baker in the studio. Donnie, it's great to see you.
I prefer Donnie Baker, the bastard maker.
Okay.
And Donnie will be sowing whatever seeds you want to sow coming up tomorrow night and Thursday at the legendary Zanies Comedy Club in Nashville, Tennessee. Then this Friday and Saturday, he will be at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama. By the way, coming up Wednesday through Friday, it'll be Zanies in Chicago.
Next week,
Donnie Baker.
In Nashville, and there's so many bachelorette parties and women giggling on the sidewalks. I don't even have to go hogging there. It's easy. I swear to God.
Hogging. Nice. But once again, tomorrow and Thursday, it's Zanies in Nashville.
Didn't we have that story that Nashville has become the bachelorette capital of the United
Yes.
States? Yeah.
The problem is, the story we had was about those bicycle things.
The bars on
the bars where 10 people are.
Right. Which,
And-
you know my theory on that. The pedals don't move that conveyance forward.
The pickled peddler?
They don't?
No. There's no way.
There's a secret motor?
It has to. Yes. It has to have a secret motor, and they're pedaling. Okay. Initially, probably not a bad idea. Come on, it's keep pedaling and be stuck in traffic. No,
well, that's the problem. They've been getting they weren't properly licensed, and there were problems with them in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know elsewhere how they're doing.
And here's a factoid. You know, parking is $60 because it's the fastest growing city in the United States. So for tourists, that's one thing. But I asked this guy, what do workers do? He said they have to coordinate. If they're in a parking garage, they have to leave at the same time. They line up like Indy 500. And once the bar comes up, as many as they can get, race out. I swear to God. Then they split the tab. They can't just leave early like Christy just did. They have to get it all lined up and then bumper to bumper, 3, 2, 1, and gun it. So that they ain't paying $60. That's how you beat the system.
What do you call those bicycle car things where people sit and...
They have different names, but Pat said pubs on wheels, and I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, well, I know that they're controversial. I know that, at least in Nashville. Now, have we finished sports finally?
No, we have not. Guess what time it is? I hit the wrong button.
I couldn't guess.
This is my favorite feature on the show.
Stupid world. It's right under the... David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for one of Tom's, correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, favorite world records ever. Most matches snapped in 1 minute.
No, it's not my favorite world record because nothing's getting lit.
Now, yesterday, Jess, you might have missed this. Tom had a quick, honest memory that was hilarious. You went to school with someone who had a lighter at a certain...
Alan Kitchler.
Yes.
8th grade. He had a Zippo lighter.
Yeah.
And he smoked, and he always dressed really. He would dress really well.
Yeah.
And the specific memory was Mr. Mallon's English class. We were doing some Shakespeare thing that was unbelievably boring.
Shakespeare pretty much came up with every plot you ever seen.
And he's doing it. I forget which play
him
it
and
was.
Jane Austen.
So and so's in disguise. So and so's in disguise. So and so's in disguise.
Right.
Some climatic moment in this stupid thing, and then Alan Kitchler goes, Judy in disguise. Start singing the what is it? Fred and the Playboys.
John Fred and his Playboy
John Fred
Band.
and the Playboy Band. That great song, Judy in Disguise. Do you remember that one?
I don't.
Oh God,
I don't remember.
it's a classic.
I think if you heard it, you'd probably
think so.
Yeah,
not necessarily.
I think I can grab it.
Judy in Disguise. Is it?
Why
like
did we have to relive this?
Lucy in the Sky?
No.
We had a record. Because Alan Kitchler had a Zippo lighter in the 8th grade.
I know, but
and he had a subscription to Playboy magazine.
And he was probably swimming in it. I swear to God.
Zippo. Yeah. Alan F.
Dude pulled like a tractor, I bet.
Rush lined up 200 matches and broke 139 of them, successfully beating the previous record of 107.
Okay.
Why'd we do it? Somewhat of an obscure one-hit wonder. So
I don't
there's no
remember
reason,
it, no.
If you don't remember it, that's totally
Yeah,
valid.
you were in the 8th grade when it came out?
Yeah, but I just remember Alan Kitchler going in front of the... He got kicked out of the class. Mr. Mallon was a humorless old goat.
So real quick, you're mad at Jess because she didn't know about a song from 1964.
No, I'm not mad at anybody. I just wasn't
I think the anger's Josh is angry. We're talking about
Because we did
here it is.
David Rush.
Yeah.
We did this thing. Tom didn't even care for the record. All I'm saying is we don't have to do every one.
I mean, it's an... These records that involve matches that we don't have set anything on fire are no good.
So if they were lit, and he broke them,
that'd be cool.
Okay.
I thought at first it was like he was taking a wooden match and flicking it and having it light.
Oh, okay.
Like in the Old West, the Cowboys would do.
Yeah, and then we got a little argument about do they still make those kind of matches, and they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Ohio Blue Tip, yeah.
They're illegal in some states.
You can light them on anything. Those are so much fun.
Like the bottom of your shoe, boot.
It should be illegal if you can light them on anything.
You ever see a guy light a match with his teeth, his incisors? That's a cool move.
Yeah, and then, of course, if that part ignites, sticks to your tooth, then it sets your tongue on fire.
My Uncle Jim Bag could strike a match on his teeth and then make it smoke through his trach hole. He could do smoke signals.
That must be
badass.
Could he blow smoke rings through that trach hole?
He could.
Hold his nose?
Yes. All kinds of different shapes.
Check that out.
So this record is similar to one David did earlier. He lines up the matches and just takes them and grabs them and breaks them in half.
One at a time?
Yeah. Well, actually, he does 2 hands.
2 hands.
So
two at a time.
each one can do one. Yeah, it's incredibly dumb. It's I don't know. The one thing, this guy hasn't undone a lot of her bra straps. I'm just saying.
Clearly.
Now, that's where Chick McGee is the master.
The master. I've seen that happen before.
You know, there's not many days. I don't do it every day, but there are some days where I wake up and I go, man, I'm glad I wasn't arrested for what we did on stage.
I didn't know you did it on real people. I thought you just did it like in a Dillard's.
No, during our live shows.
Oh, I do it at Dillard's if they'd ask me. Sure.
Chick would get a volunteer on stage.
Yep.
And Chick would be able to undo. I've seen him undo 2 brassieres at the same time, left hand, right hand.
And my left hand's better, actually. I don't know how that happened, but yeah.
No, you're amphibious.
I'm amphibious is all get out.
So you just, obviously you didn't practice that. I've seen what you looked like in high school, but.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Now this is proper. No, go ahead, Jess.
So you just knew. It just came to you. You didn't, it wasn't practice.
Did you practice on your mom's brassieres?
No.
Oh my God.
That'd be weird handling those.
It just made sense to me that instead of trying to use both hands, you're be far more effective than if you would pinch it. So
exactly.
Your hooks would come out and you do it one-handed. You can't pinch it with 2 hands. You mess yourself up.
The man's a genius. Exactly. Once you figure out that they need to be pinched,
you're
good to go.
And you're whang.
And it's a middle finger in and then thumb in and kind of up kind of thing. Does that make sense?
No, this is the motion I use, and it's always worked.
And you were the master. We would do part of our live shows. The best part of the live show to me was the costumes we had made.
I remember which one you wore.
My tribute to newswoman Connie Chung. That's exactly
I absolutely remember.
That's something you'll never see again.
Can't do that anymore.
Let's move forward here. Is that sports?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go out and sit in the car for a little while.
All right. Yeah, well, you think about what you've done.
This is what you farted for.
I need to look at this whole thing again. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Tom, what are we doing, buddy?
Well, we got a letter over here.
From letters at the law office.
From Kuwait.
Yeah.
And this guy's really tired of looking at sand. And he just wants to hear your famous Chick McGee meltdown because he's about to melt down.
I love
from being stationed in Kuwait right now.
Super.
Sergeant George, thank you very much for the letter. And this is a famous moment. And I think we're going to, after this, embrace the fact that this is still August. And, of course, your first day in the air, Josh, was?
August 1st.
August 1st.
2016.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So we're going to start winding down the celebration of Josh when we finish this. But first, this is the Chick McGee meltdown, a different date. Do you remember the date?
I want to say 2018, but in June 2018.
It's specified here. You'll hear it.
I
got you.
But no Houston?
No Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever. But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston hello there noise if you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Hello there, Houston. Hello there. Houston.
I wish we did all a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936, the Beatles. That's so. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston.
Happy summer solstice, everyone.
Hello there.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while since we've heard hello there.
Now, Pat.
Yeah.
As we wind down the celebration of year 6 of Josh Arnold being in the air.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes.
You have a little tribute. I think Donnie would like to hear this tribute to Josh Arnold being on the radio.
You got it. Josh pulled out of St. Louis, headed east on I-7 day. Just a couple 100 miles to Tom, Chick and Christy Lane. He He's got his pedal down to the floor. Stops for snacks at every single store. 6 hours on the road, but he could have made it here in 4. All right. But he's got a big old brain and a huge vocabulary. And he's a real smart talker with more gooder grammar than me. Sometimes he steps over the line. His jokes are funny, so I think it's fine. 6 years on the show, but he may be fired tonight. Josh is thorough and generous when it comes to making love. Well, he knows a guy with 5 Johnsons whose pants fit him like a glove. He's always looking on the brighter side. Got a banjo cause his daddy died. 6 years on the show, he's getting hookers and pizza tonight. Yeah. 6 years on the show. Hey, Josh, what a hell of a ride. We love you, Josh.
Oh, Pat, how sweet. Thank you very much.
Isn't that a nice badass? That song had attitude like them 2 lesbians in Oasis. It just go right out. You know? Attitude.
Thank you, Johnny. That was very helpful. Jess Hooker is sitting in for Christy Lee. Have we got any news over there?
Yeah, 2 Air France pilots have been suspended for physically fighting in the cockpit. An Air France official said the incident occurred on a Geneva to Paris flight in June. The pilot and co-pilot had a dispute shortly after takeoff and grabbed each other by the collars after one apparently hit the other. Cabin crew intervened, and one crew member spent the flight in the cockpit with the pilots.
Oh, my.
No.
Yes.
No. Stop it, boys. No.
Air France stressed that the plane landed safely, and the dispute did not affect the rest of the flight.
This is your captain speaking. If you look in the forward cabin, you'll see me punching my douchebag co-pilot.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like there's a lot more going on in that?
Yeah.
I wonder what caused it.
I think somebody slept with somebody's.
Well, Josh, yeah, they were flying domestic, dumbass.
Oh, so that's
domestic. I got to do your job now.
Yeah, figure that out. There's something there.
Yeah, sorry.
Go to work. Lock in, Josh.
It's been 6 years.
All right.
When you're right, you're right, Donnie.
So, I mean, one of the flight attendants had to sit there between these 2 guys?
Yeah, could you imagine babysitting pilots?
No.
I
think it's just to Josh's point. These things fly themselves. It
They
doesn't
do.
matter.
Yeah, just one button to take off, one button to land.
True.
Very true. Talk to any pilot.
I want my pilot sober and attentive and not fighting with his co-pilot.
Many of them
or
sleep.
her co-pilot.
Yeah, you don't want a fun pilot getting a Bloody Mary, drinking out of a Slim Jim before the flight? That's kind of fun.
No thanks.
We got a letter here from Angela. Hey, fellas and Jess, I drive for Trolley Pub.
Oh!
That's the name of the thing. In Wilmington, North Carolina, she says, the pedals turn the drive shaft. Pedals do turn the drive shaft, which turns the wheels. The pedaling actually does propel the trolley pump, she says. However, there is a motor assist for intersections so we don't back up traffic. I've laughed a ton with you guys this morning. Keep up the great work.
Well, thank you for your great work.
So they're called a trolley pub?
She refers to it as a trolley pub, yes.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
I think they're fun. I like them.
Trolley pub,
So that makes them a hybrid.
Yeah.
That's right.
You like them? Would you do one?
Yeah. I never have, but I would.
A lot of them are BYOB.
Oh,
You
that's
have
even
to-
better.
You have to bring your own cooler and a bartender that stands in the middle and serves everybody.
I hate this thing. I don't like being in public that much. I don't like people can just look at you. I'm making people late. I feel like I'm a jerk.
This
when I do
seems to
that.
me, this smells like paddle boat to me. You know, it looks
You
like
don't
a
like
good
a paddle boat?
Looks like a good idea, and you paddle out to the middle, and
And you have to paddle back.
Well, then
Yeah,
we're
I did
here,
that.
and then
Oh,
you start to.
jeez.
You have to pedal when you're drunk. That's no good.
Sometimes you just look over the side of the water and you go, should I just drown myself?
That's right, exactly.
It would be fun if I did one of those pedal bars. I'd have to practice. So just me at the gym on the exercise bike, just chugging a Bud Light, trying to make sure I'm ready.
It's like the time we went kayaking with my Aunt Putty and Uncle Sonny, and we get out 100 yards, and they're both 2-pack-a-day smokers, and we had to get a tow back in.
Yeah. See,
Thank you very much.
Want that.
Coming up, we have some interesting surveying involving marijuana. and regular cigarettes too. It's very, very interesting. Also, we've got some NASA news, not about the moonshot coming up, but about something else in the world of NASA. Right now, I want to remind you, the summer of eating isn't over yet. Oh, boy. HelloFresh has got some great stuff. To celebrate the season, they're getting ready for fall. Farm fresh ingredients, of course. That's what HelloFresh is all about. They send you the box. They've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. And you put together delicious meals, restaurant-quality meals, over 55 items to choose from every week. And the options can be family-friendly. They can be fit. They can be vegetarian. They can be super wholesome. Whatever you're into, comfort food, they've got it. Once again, more than 55 items every week. What's the latest over there, Willie?
One of my favorites, the bruschetta chicken with a mozzarella crust, bacon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put those together in 6 easy steps, and in just over a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful chicken dish from our friends at HelloFresh.
HelloFresh includes those famous 20-minute meals, low prep, easy cleanup options, perfect for maybe a busy week with homework, et cetera, et cetera. Get started today, HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That code is BTShow16. 16 free meals across 7 boxes. Once again, the code BTShow16 for 16 free meals at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Even your kids will clean their plates. Coming up, we have interesting marijuana news. Also, we're hanging out with Donnie Baker. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say? From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell.
We can tell.
I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay, great.
Go ahead. I'll have to call you back.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Rob Haney, Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Tuesday. It's August 30th. Hope you're having a great morning. And don't forget, the Big Green Egg could be in your own backyard coming up. Our Pigskin Pick'em Challenge gets underway tomorrow. That'll be your first chance to actually enter to win. But some of you may want to wait because, you know, it doesn't matter if you enter early or late. It matters if you pick the winners, and that's what we're asking. You just pick the winners for each week of the pro football regular season. If you pick the most winners, you could win the Big Green Egg Mini-Max. We gave away about 18 of them last year. We're going to do it all again this year. Thanks to the folks at the Big Green Egg, and thanks to us here at the Bob and Tom Show. You're welcome. Details soon at bobandtom.com/contest.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Serena Williams won her match in the first round of the U.S. Open. She beat Danka Kovinic 6-3, 6-3 at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Serena's a 23-time Grand Slam champion, turns 41 next month, and has implied she's ready to move on from her playing days. NFL news, Jimmy Garoppolo now apparently staying in San Francisco after agreeing to a reduced contract to be backup to Trey Lance on the 49ers. According to reports, the sides are finalizing a deal to reduce Garoppolo's $24.2 million base for 2022. He could receive just $6.5 million, a fully guaranteed base salary, and $500,000 in roster bonuses, and the chance to make nearly $9 million more in playing time. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. Toronto beat the Cubs. American League winners, Minnesota and the Angels. And in the National League, St. Louis, the Dodgers, Milwaukee, Arizona, and San Diego all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump?
I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Yeah.
Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom
Prairie Sunday night.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on assignment. Jess Hooker joins us at the news desk. There she is. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi.
Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
With a letter.
We have an upside sidekick desk, too.
Yeah,
There's Tom. I'm Chick McGee, and we have a special guest, Tom, right?
I'm Josh Arnold.
Donnie Baker is here with us live and in person. Donnie on his way to Nashville, Tennessee, Wednesday and Thursday evening at the famous Zanies Comedy Club. And then Friday and through Saturday, it'll be stand-up live in Huntsville, Alabama. And then coming up next week, on Wednesday, the 7th through Friday, the 9th, it'll be Zanies in Chicago. So some great live stuff with Donnie. Donnie's also going to be joining us, I think, with the Pork Pistols.
Yeah, man, I've been traveling more than Lewis and Clark on Adderall.
It'll be
together, and the Pork Pistols going to be with you, Tom.
And Bourbon and Beyond coming up in Kentucky. We look forward to that, certainly.
That's my favorite Kentucky joke. How you pronounce the capital of Kentucky, Tom? Is it Louisville or Louisville. And then you wait and you go, no, it's Lexington, dumbass. Swear to God.
Isn't it
Frankfurt?
Yeah.
Works every time.
It's close.
He's on a roll.
Works every.
Yeah, it's close.
He's on a roll.
Let's see now. We have you have a letter?
Yeah, I got a funny one over here.
All right.
It says, Dear Bob and Tom, very much enjoying listening to Willie G giggle at just about everything, more than usual. Reminds me of the great days before marriage when I could smoke weed whenever I wanted, whoever I wanted. And I'm going to say this real quick. I never smoked weed before coming into Bob and Tom. I couldn't do that. If you want to see
You
me,
really never have?
Truly no. If you want to see me high at work, come watch me do stand-up. That's different. Okay?
It's totally different.
Here, I'm all buttoned up.
That's a good lead-in for this news. What is it? A Gallup poll? They usually do the elections and stuff. They've done a big marijuana survey.
Yes, a recent Gallup poll shows that marijuana use among Americans has reached record levels. 16% report smoking marijuana, up from 12% last year, and more than double the all-time low of 7%. 11% of Americans reported smoking cigarettes in the past week, down from 16% last year. Well, that's good news. 45% of adult Americans smoked cigarettes in the 1950s.
See, that's the amazing one to me.
Yeah, 45%.
Nearly half of adult Americans smoked in the 1950s. Now it's down to 11%.
Yeah.
What about adult Americans after 4 beers? Because I feel like people really change their opinions when that happens.
I only smoke when I drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was fascinating. And obviously the number of smoking marijuana, that there's places where it's legal now, which also changes everything. But an interesting survey, certainly.
Very, yeah. How many of us have smoked here regularly? Did you? I know you've smoked, Willie. Tom, did you?
I never did.
I never
did. No.
Donnie?
No, I never smoked, but you make a good point, Jess, because when I was in Cub Scouts, circus 1976, you had to go to a den father's house. And I remember one of the craft projects, all his kids had to make ashtrays for the dads. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Had to make it because it's so popular, because everybody smoked back then.
And Chick, didn't your mom have the ashtray that was on a pole?
The pedestal?
She had like a 3-foot tall ashtray, yes, that as a toddler I constantly would knock over.
And then get beaten.
Okay.
That's it's been a big day here, hasn't it? Yeah, it really has.
But you've never smoked, right?
I've never even tried, no.
Really?
Did you ever...
I was in a closed car in winter driving 30 miles from London, Ohio to Columbus, Ohio, with both my parents smoking. I think.
Yeah.
So you're a professional secondhand smoker.
Did you ever have the a hubcap ashtray?
No, I was never at a gathering, if you will, where we were all hanging out and they employed a hubcap for an ashtray.
The hubcap ashtray occasionally will appear in news stories, usually involving an unfortunate incident of some sort.
I think the one
TV show Cops
that I remember is Hope Solo from the women's national soccer team. Hit somebody with a hubcap one time, and Tanya Harding hit somebody with
That's the one I remember.
Yeah, there was some sort of problem out in the yard, and Tanya picked up a hubcap and hit somebody with it. And we said, well, why was there a hubcap that easily? And it was using for an ashtray.
I remember in school, grade school, like similar to what you did, Donnie, we had kiln day in art class, and most of us made ashtrays. Yep. And mine was just a mold of my hand, like I was cupping water.
Yeah.
And my dad would use it as an ashtray.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. I'm ashing into little Josh.
Something weird about him putting a cigarette butt out in the palm of my hand.
Does he still smoke or anything? Or?
Oh, no, he passed away. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Wow, that's rough.
Did you get the ashtray?
Who got I think that thing was long gone.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we do have this audio.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh!
What I love about that recording is
I am legitimately...
The howl of Jess Hooker. Do you have a song for us, Ben?
What would you like that song to be?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see.
How did that happen?
In the world
My dad died.
Oh, sorry. In the world of the marijuana.
Well, it's just weird. Just accidentally hearing me go, my dad died.
Yeah,
just hearing that.
Got to be triggering too, I'd imagine.
So sorry. That'd make you very sad.
Yeah. That really bummed a fellow out.
Doing a damn comedy show.
So where is the ashtray, do you know?
No, I think in one of the moves it got lost or broken or something.
Okay. Was it made of clay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just this sort of Adobe-colored hand.
Yeah, they were all that color.
There's something about inhaling something that's on fire that freaks me out. I can't, even when
I'm like you, Chick. So many people spend millions trying to quit smoking. I can't get started.
Yes.
Even when I've smoked pot, it's always been blown in my face.
And
That's
Josh,
the way I like it.
You mentioned the
Called a
kiln.
shotgun.
Anybody else decorate in our class cigar boxes, and you trick them out like little mini houses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
You put all kinds of different
Our
designs.
Valentine boxes were cigar boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were great.
I know.
Pat, you.
Well, the craziest story about smoking is Willie's with the Bible pages.
What was that again?
Come on, I just got over this stuff. When I was on the road one time, I don't have rolling papers. What does every hotel have? They've got the Bible in there.
This is awful.
I didn't get
This
I
is
got
rough.
an unimportant page, and I used it as a rolling paper.
Well, the one about stealing?
No.
Hell on a rocket sled, young man.
No, I went to John 4 and I got Jesus wept. That's what I did.
Thank God.
One
Now
way
he's
to-
getting an attitude. Pat,
Someone
you
needs
have
a timeout.
You have a song about
This
this?
was called Bible Pages. I mean no blasphemy, ill will or malice. When I drink beer right from the chalice. Oh, but here's one for the ages. I'm smoking weed with Bible pages. I got religion inside of me from the scrolls of the Dead Sea. A little altar wine I can handle. I light my joints with a prayer candle. Holy smoke, you can keep your John 3:16. Deuteronomy 4:20's all I need. More from grace, some say I slipped. Bible pages and me were ripped. My doctor says I'm cross addicted. Is there a heaven and hell? Well, I'm conflicted. It's not disrespect, slander, or libel. Smoking reefer with pages from the Bible. I'm smoking weed with pages from the Bible.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much.
Give me, Father.
Wow. They light right up, huh?
Yeah, it works. Just any thin paper.
I have no idea.
I can't believe Post-it notes didn't crack into that market more. They're already shaped.
And
They got the glue on them.
Yeah, you don't have to lick them.
Glue on them. That probably has to add to the buzz.
I'm sure.
Nice chemicals in there. These are all great ideas. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Donnie. Do you like the tight yoga pants, Donnie?
Oh, I love when chicks wear yogurt pants. It takes a 5 booty to an 8 or a 9.
I was talking about this when the show started this morning because we played the song Camel Toe. The other day I was at Kroger and I saw a rather massive camel toe. I mean, it was like the size of a watermelon. It was really bugging me.
A lot of guys complain because they're hard to get off, but I've skinned a catfish before. It ain't hard.
Some pliers and
Yeah.
How about a break, Tom?
Well, you don't nail her to the tree, though.
Good job.
Well, it's up to her, really, where we nail. I mean,
I saw this lady ventriloquist once.
Lady ventriloquist.
Yeah, her camel toe was so bad I could see her lips move. Seriously. When we come back.
Oh, we're coming back?
Oh, yeah, we're coming back. Oh, we got fascinating stuff. We've got alligators. We got a very interesting survey that I think Josh will find especially interesting.
Good.
Being the amorous man that he is.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I enjoy romance.
That's right. That's why you're laughing.
And food.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. These guys are all wound up and ready to rock, I think. So, Steve?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, looks like we got dumped.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them? Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could? But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and a ring, honey. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me.
Blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah, I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Allie.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss. I've been
Melvin.
Oh, Allie.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows. Woo! Fantastic. The Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
Such as home invasions and burglaries, especially against those who showed off that wealth on social media. Other targets were social media influencers and athletes. Willis says 26 people have been charged, and she will find them, convict them, send them to prison for the rest of their days, and she's not apologizing for that. And to many, penguins always seem to walk like they have trouble with their feet. But one penguin at the San Diego Zoo has gotten some help in the day-to-day step-to-step, despite a chronic foot problem. A 4-year-old penguin named Lucas has now been fitted with orthopedic shoes to ease the effects of a degenerative foot condition. Lucas has a bubble foot, a health issue that causes foot lesions. An organization known as Therapaw created custom shoes made of neoprene and rubber to ease the pressure on little penguin Lucas's feet as he stands and walks. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Remember when every mall had a piano store?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was so weird. Like, who the hell's going to a mall and then walking up wheeling a piano? I was always baffled by that.
Not exactly an impulse spot.
No.
You know what? I was going to get an orange Julius left with a Steinway inside.
Yeah, it was
Thought
so
I'd mix
crazy.
it up today.
Hey, catch Chick McGee at the Steinway store this afternoon. 2 to 6. Hey, Chick,
There's always some sad salesman in a suit just waiting for Eddie to make a sale in month.
And then if I sell one this year, I made my limit.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guys, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Can you tell us about Hawaii?
I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go?
Obviously, to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. It's my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the ni I pu'u lo o-o-ke a-uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
Fascinating. They have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Wili Wili Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Wili Wili Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Wili Wili Pali. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry. Is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the way.
Great.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on assignment. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hello, friend.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Walking around the building in his flip-flops.
Okay, that's for off air. We're not doing
right
this.
Over there. I'm Chick McGee. I got a couple letters, Tom. And here's Tom Griswold. And we have a special guest.
Yeah, speaking of flip-flops, there's Donnie Baker. Not that Donnie's wearing flip-flops, but we were talking to Dick Hitzwater yesterday, who was sitting in for Thurston Cox.
Uh-huh.
And Dick had gone to a wedding. Remember this? And the wedding couple had their dogs in the ceremony.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That'd be Bojangles, I believe, dropped a deuce on the altar. But what was interesting was, I guess, when the ceremony was over, they had a guy in a kilt. I don't know if you've ever worn a kilt, Donnie, but Dick was saying that at his age, when you don't wear underwear.
Right.
So when you walk around in a kilt at his age, it sounds like you're wearing flip-flops. It is just
Did we not give Dick enough attention yesterday?
Is this the new segment? Things Dick Hitzwater failed to mention?
Hey.
Oh, Dick mentioned it.
It says the letter, hey, you jackasses, and Jess.
Thank you.
My Aunt Patty was an insurance adjuster for State Farm for 25 years. She always told the story of a compact car she had to look at. The driver hit a buck. Josh.
Yeah.
One of Josh's nightmare phobias. The antlers came through the windshield, and the buck thrashed around and decapitated the man.
Oh! I deliberately didn't read that letter, you jackass.
And
who gave that to you?
Hey, Josh had an ex-girlfriend who had a deer dive into the windshield, and the car almost exploded. Blood everywhere. P.S. Major fight. Since I was asleep at 6 a.m. and didn't answer the phone when she called.
Okay.
All right. But the guy decapitated, did he live, Chick? You got to complete the story.
Well,
I did not finish. I thought Tom was upset. He did have to pass away.
Okay.
Why did you read this? I had those over here. And
hey, look, I'm going to make a statement. Yeah, I mentioned that is a fear of mine. We don't need any more letters about it.
No.
Well, I think that's the best way to get more letters about it.
Okay, the buck stops here. We're done.
He's right.
Not bad. Yeah, listen every once in a while.
Josh is specifically afraid of, I've hit a deer in a car, but when I did it didn't do much damage, and the deer got up and ran away. But Josh's specific fear is that the carcass of the deer, the living deer, will enter his vehicle.
Yeah.
And start kicking and thrashing and
blood everywhere,
and not killing me because hey, you're killed. You don't know about how miserable you are. But injuring me so badly that I have to live with some sort of debilitation.
Well, no, it could be a very slow, brutal death.
Yeah,
and that could be very bad. You'd be a part of that.
Yeah, let's go there.
Is there a thriller movie with deer, like Zombie Deer or something?
Oh, there must be.
Right?
I know in the Ring 2, there's a deer scene that's a little freaky.
Oh, yeah?
That deer in Harry Potter is kind of scary. That kind of freaks me out.
Now, you have Pat, you have a tribute to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But you can't play it till after Thanksgiving.
It's on the new album.
It'll be in that new album of yours. called Christmas Bonus.
On
Also
October 7th, Tom.
Did I mention that Donnie Baker's on the road? It's going to be tomorrow and Thursday at the famous Zanies Comedy Club, Nashville, Tennessee. Then this Friday and Saturday, Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama. Then next week, Zanies in Chicago, Wednesday through Friday. Is that right? In Chicago.
You ask if I ever want a kilt. That's a man skirt?
Yeah.
A kilt, yeah.
No, not unless you want to play peekaboo with a pork sword, Tom. I would not suggest you put me in one of those.
Peekaboo.
Okay.
And hang down over there. We were talking about pedal bars, tavern pub peddlers or whatever they call. Evidently, they have boats.
Oh, really?
That you can pedal and drink at the bar.
That seems
All
smarter.
right, now that is absolutely not operated by the pedals.
That's what.
Look at how big it is.
Well, there's a little riverboat crank at the back.
Sure, yeah, the actual big
wheel,
paddle there.
and then it goes around, and you go forward.
Okay, well, we got a request here.
That was a dead end. I don't mind. Not everything sticks. It's fine.
He hates the show today.
No, just us.
Yeah.
It's a fun topic. You got anything on it? I don't really know much about pedal boats.
Tavern peddler.
He tried to learn you.
We tried to help.
Okay. Got drunks pedaling in the water.
That's right.
There's like a port side joke because port is left on a boat and it's also a type of alcohol. Port.
I don't know. I doubt it. Do they? Let me ask you this: do the people in those have to wear life jackets? I mean, you've got drunk people.
They
Probably.
have to wear life jackets.
I think if you're out on, you have to wear a life jacket.
Well, that makes it even that much more fun. You're already hot. You got a bulky life jacket on.
You know, of all of us,
what a fun time.
I don't think anyone would say, "Hey, you know what we need for this party is Tom. Let's invite Tom." I don't think
these life jackets are
I don't have to worry about getting invited to a party.
No, Susie, you don't need a life jacket. You're so drunk, you'll just float.
Yeah,
once you drown.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there it is.
Got a request for something from the Pork Pistols because Donnie and the Pork Pistols are going to be joining us in Kentucky.
We have something recorded from the Pork Pistols?
Yeah, they're going to be joining us in Kentucky for part of the Bourbon and Beyond Festival in the month of September, just around the corner. And here's a little mashup with Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols, recorded live in these studios.
Said the boogie, sit up, jump the boogie, say cowboy with the top laid back and the sunshine shining, sipping on gin and juice. Like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it. Turn it up, Dusty. What to do now? Turn it up, Dusty. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rivers and the streams that you're you. Turn it up, stop! If you don't hit them cymbals, I'll turn them into frisbees, dick face.
And you can see that was a little bit of Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols by special request. We now turn to the news desk. Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee. And Jess, your assignment for next week, we're going to try to do I've always wanted to do a Peking duck.
Yeah.
Well, you have to order it 24 hours in advance.
You do, and I think technically, like it's a ceremonious experience. Like you have to be served, has to be cut in front of you. There's a.
So can we get the guy from the Chinese place to come over?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to try really hard. We'll find somebody. I know we can. What person wouldn't love to?
Bonus if you can get a guy that comes and does the bill with an abacus.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Is that a person? That's possible?
Just find any ancient American.
I'm gonna.
You know
order
what an abacus is, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna order one on Amazon, and then I'll ask him if he'll. Yeah.
No, they probably have one.
Sure. Yeah. I
Boy.
bet they do. Okay.
We're going to get a Henry Cho in here wearing it. Hello.
It probably needs the gig.
I hope so.
Recognize me.
Right now, it's time for a little bit of a palate cleanser.
What kind of side you going to get?
What kind of sides?
Yeah. With the Peking duck? I did one thing at a time.
Rice, pot stickers.
Oh, that all sounds great. Yeah. Egg rolls, of course.
Right.
Okay.
Egg rolls might be my second favorite food, Tom.
Really?
Yeah.
Behind peanut butter and jelly?
It's like a salad and a fried casing.
Just the way you like your salad.
Sweet and sour or hot mustard?
I mix hot mustard into the sweet and sour.
Whoa.
I'm wild.
You're doing experiments over
nuts.
there.
Oh,
it is nuts.
How do you eat them?
With my mouth.
No. Clearly, that would be the goal. Do you slice them into chunks, or do you take them and Linda Lovelace them in there?
Yeah, remember, what is it? Egg roll to mouth, not mouth to egg roll.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
I eat them, I just hold them and eat them, yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't slice them or anything.
Okay, so you do.
I do.
He holds himself down until he starts to choke. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But unlike Linda Lovelace, I don't have somebody holding a gun to my head.
Well, that's according to her. Who knows?
Look,
So that guy got decapitated, huh?
Yeah.
The idea is to lighten things up.
How did you get that letter?
Clean off.
How did you get that letter?
I get everything over here, Daddy.
I specifically didn't read it.
I'm the clearinghouse.
I thought we were cleansing the palate here.
We were going to cleanse the palate. When
You know that things are bad when my dad is practicing restraint. You know, like that is when the show has gone away.
That isn't even the worst one. They get worse. A lot of people have hit deer, and a lot of very bad things have happened.
I ain't even started.
Well,
I'm just getting started.
Let's talk about something great that can happen with your vehicle.
What's that?
Like saving money when you fill up your gas tank.
With Upside?
Exactly right, Tom.
Go buy some deer nuts.
Upside is... where do you find... how much are deer nuts?
They're under $1.
Thank you, Chick.
That's not right.
Wow,
that is right.
No, that's how the joke works. There was something about the delivery that managed to remove all of the humor.
Because everybody's happy. You got a deer in your car. You're eating peanuts, and you're saving with Upside.
That's exactly right. And you're not just going to save peanuts. You're going to save real cash that really adds up. Some of our listeners have already earned over $200, $400, even as much as $1,000. The app is a no-brainer, my friends. Download it. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you do, and you're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up. Cash back. Stop paying full price at the pump. Get cash back using Upside. It's easy and it's real. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward, and it's available at businesses all over the U.S., 30,000 plus, including those big-name brands and gas stations you know and love, as well as those local businesses that you like to frequent, because you know the people inside. Hey, how are you? You know what? I'm real well, and I'm even better because I'm saving money with Upside. Use promo code Bob and Tom after you download the free Upside app. Get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. Kids doing good? They're doing great, and I have a little extra money for school supplies because of Upside.
There we go.
That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much, Josh Arnold. I didn't know if you'd ever get out of it, but you did. When we come back, we have some newsworthy news. Does that make sense?
News that's newsworthy.
Yeah, it's about time.
Exciting.
We got something over here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, you don't want to miss any of the laughter ahead. That's why you need the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone. Do you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? Well, you should tell them it's free and available in the iTunes or Google Play Store, depending on their device. They just download it for free. Once they download the Bob and Tom app, what can they do? Well, they can listen to their local radio station. Tune in to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. That's the Bob and Tom 24-hour comedy station. We laugh all the time. See, we're laughing right now. Bob and Tom free podcasts I just told you about last break. You can even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Josh Arnold, the first voice you hear when you wake up in the morning. Oh, yeah, baby. That's right. The Bob and Tom Show app, free for you, free for everyone, free for the world. And you're welcome. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Tuesday. Donnie Baker. Yes, he's here. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Aaron Judge has hit his 50th home run of the season, connecting in the 8th inning for the New York Yankees against the Los Angeles Angels. The slugger sent a 434-foot solo drive to left center off reliever Ryan Tepera To trim New York's deficit 4-3, Judge became one of 10 players in Major League history with multiple 50-homer seasons. He smashed 52 long balls back in 2017, setting a rookie record that was broken 2 years later by Pete Alonso, who hit 53 for the New York Mets. Judge is chasing the single-season Yankees record of 61 home runs established by Roger Maris back in 1961. Hey, people who drink tea may be a little more likely to live longer than those who don't. That's according to a large study of British tea drinkers. Scientists found 2 or more cups daily tied with a modest benefit, a 9% to 13% lower risk of death from any cause. Adding milk or sugar did not change the results. Past studies in China and Japan, where green tea is popular, suggested strong health benefits. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Nice. Yes.
you're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At
in
Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And, and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, you know, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. Every, you know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as a Harvard, you got the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. Yeah, he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom.
The Mummy's Sunday. Oh.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee on assignment. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the Upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and Tom, we still have a special guest.
I can't believe it. That's why Christy's not here. Donnie Baker is here, her former squeeze.
Baby daddy.
Awkward. Baby daddy, indeed. Donnie, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, she's late on her child support check, and I came to get that picked up. And, of course, she just darts off into the wind.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a cologne right now?
No, I ain't wearing. I don't really wear colognes. I let the natural pheromones take place. This one's called Third Shift. Josh, do you smell it?
It's musky, yeah.
Donnie's going to be live and in person at Zany's in Nashville this Wednesday and Thursday evening, and then it'll be stand-up live at Huntsville, Alabama, Friday and Saturday. Next week, Wednesday the 7th of September through Friday, it's Zany's in Chicago. But tomorrow and Thursday, Zany's in Nashville, one of the legendary comedy clubs in the United States of America. Jess Hooker is sitting in for Christy Lee. What's happening at the news desk?
A recent survey has found that nearly a third of Americans believe that eating in bed is a deal breaker for relationships.
What?
According to the survey, 35% of respondents admitted to eating in bed. A third of those surveyed said that they would consider breaking up with someone who snacked in bed.
I can't stand eating in bed. I hate it when you go to a hotel and breakfast in bed. Ugh.
Where else you going to do it, Tom? Especially when she sits on your face. You don't got to. And then when that happens, there's no telling how long she'll be there because the squatter's rights. You have to be concerned.
He's right
About her background.
I don't want cookie crumbs in my
Oh, I hate
gluteal cleft.
Yeah.
What's your philosophy on this, Josh? Do you have?
Why don't you tell me what my philosophy is?
No, I'm just asking. I know that
Because the real answer is I don't do it. I don't care for it.
You never do it?
No.
I'll take this, Tom. Come on.
Not even popcorn? Would you eat popcorn in bed?
No.
No?
Pizza?
Especially something like popcorn.
Spaghetti?
Yes. I eat spaghetti in bed.
With his
My
hands.
pillowcases are filled with it. My mattress is a effing hamburger patty.
You got bedside Parmesan just in case.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dating a chick now that eats in bed. She's always losing earrings and contact lenses. And between that and the crumbs, you wake up to Chex Mix under your bed. I swear to God.
I do like my favorite thing to do if I'm in a hotel on the road or whatever, and they have the double queen.
Yeah.
And there's not another person in there. One bed is the sleeping bed. The other bed's the pizza bed, or the taco bed, or whatever bed.
Or the killing block, Willie. The killing block. I swear to God.
I'll bet you've eaten a cracker in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Some hillbilly chick from
Born a
Tennessee.
I swear to God. Tom must run the Carfax on me because truer words have never been spoken.
Well, Jess, I want you to weigh in here. You're the cooking expert. Do you ever have food in the bed?
To be 100% honest, I have some snacks in my nightstand.
Really?
Yes.
What kind of snacks?
Like maybe a Hostess cupcake or a little bit of apple juice. My sugar tends to run low in the middle of the night, and I have to get some sugar. So, but yeah, sometimes.
No, when you mean your sugar, you don't mean your boyfriend.
No, I don't mean
my sugar tends to run a little low at night.
No.
Yeah, she's in a Tennessee Williams play.
Yeah.
She's hot.
When she's not arranging her glass figures on her hope chest, she's
right.
Good God.
I got to build up my stamina.
Yeah. No, I keep a bar of dark chocolate too by my bed and take a little snap because sometimes I want something sweet before I go to sleep.
Yeah, no, I can't stand.
No? Okay.
No.
I think 8 out of 10 dentists recommend a little candy before cupcake before you go to bed.
Sorry.
You know, what about in your car? Do you allow eating in your car?
I guess, but I don't do it very often. No. And now that my kids are older, it doesn't matter. They don't eat in the car.
Yeah. How about you, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I travel, so I sometimes have to eat in the car.
Like soup.
That's right. I like a nice chowder while I'm driving.
A bisque, even.
He has one of those harmonica holders fashioned so he can put the soup right there.
Have you seen the new things? They're like plates, but they have a mount that goes in the cup holder, and it has a place for like your sauce. It'll hold your sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a
that's a
plate.
commitment.
Yeah, it's a plate kind of thing that you can put your food on while you drive, and then there's a little spot to hold your sauce.
Pull over, for God's sake.
I've even seen the sauce, and you clip it onto the AC, so it keeps your buffalo sauce cold. How nice is that?
Nice.
Patty Ferguson used to fill her cup holders with ranch. I swear to God.
Boy,
That's when we
Yum.
had the intervention, because she was even using it on her biscuits and gravy. No wonder why it's called Hidden Valley. 2 more dips, your front butt's going to cover your cookie jar. I swear to God. He's hooked on it.
The old fupa, huh? Yeah.
So anyway, what is it? A third of people say food in bed is a deal breaker.
Yeah, and apparently this is a big deal with millennials. Having a partner who eats in bed is particularly offensive to millennials.
Offensive.
Who say they would consider ending a relationship over it. But with that said, they are also the generation that is most likely inclined to snack in bed. So, makes
that's
sense.
weird.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We all are hypocrites, so I do get that. That makes sense. As a millennial, I'll say that.
Okay. Now, do you like the breakfast in bed at the hotel?
No.
Jess, you don't? Okay, I don't either.
No.
Donnie, ever?
No, everything's sticky. I hate the free breakfast downstairs. You can't even go into a lobby without somebody barefoot walking around with morning breath trying to make waffles. Gross. Looks like a homeless.
Am I the only one that likes
unchristian
room service?
I think so.
I don't mind it every now and again, but I don't eat it in bed.
Everything's sticky.
No, now they have like tables that pull away from the desk.
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah,
so,
that's how
You
you
want to
do
go
it.
downstairs and then on nice high ceilings, maybe a view of the city.
Really? Is that
Have
what you
a
wanna
nice,
do?
decent coffee that's not being. You can never use that. You ever use that
Here we
coffee
go.
maker in the hotel room, Donnie?
Man, well, you
know,
could-
stewardesses they wash their panties in those.
No, I use it for Walter crawlers.
When my daughter was a flight attendant. She still works for the airline, but she's not a flight attendant. And I asked her, I set up your scenario. I said, do the flight attendants wash their nylons
Did she know what
the coffee
nylons
maker.
were? Yeah.
in the coffee maker? And she said, Dad, what are nylons?
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
They don't wear...
No, I think they just carry enough to cover them for the entire.
It's their panties. They
Or
wash,
the
they wash their panties.
They don't wash their
Nylons are so out of fashion, even stick-up men don't wear them on their heads.
I think he's right.
That is silly.
She said, who said that? Tom? And I go, yeah, and Tom's crazy, is what she said.
Okay, sorry.
Dad, we've been trying to...
No, but the larger point is, I don't want to make coffee in my room.
No, but you don't want to make coffee at
your
home.
house.
Yeah.
That's right, because coffee's out there.
Coffee's out there.
Coffee
Ever been out there?
at home on the weekend is just awesome.
I
It's
agree.
just,
Yeah.
man, I love it. Step out on the
told you.
deck.
Now, do you give your lady friend one to go along with her fee?
That's right. I fill out the check. Services rendered.
Yeah.
A swag bag and a coffee to go.
You want to skip the games, Josh? Is it skip the games when you go to, or
Skip the games?
yeah, for escort service? Then that's what it is.
Skipthegames.com.
Yes.
No, I didn't pay the annual membership fee.
You just don't want to play games anymore, see?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know what
You paid the annual membership fee?
I split it between that and Christian Mingle. I couldn't afford both.
I see.
I see. Okay, let's get back to if there's anything we've missed in the news.
Yes, movie theaters across the country will be celebrating National Cinema Day with $3 movie tickets for one day.
Hey, how about that?
The National Association of Theater Owners announced that September 3rd will be a nationwide discount day in more than 3,000 theaters on more than 30,000 screens.
They also said, please come.
Yeah, nobody goes to the nobody goes to the movie over Labor Day.
Man, that's the thing.
Oh, it's this Saturday.
Yeah, it's
This pandemic's changed your life. I mean,
I tell you, it's because movie theater etiquette is gone.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't stand it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Other people have ruined going to the movies.
Yeah, they think they're the only ones there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced this at all.
What?
I have.
The only annoying thing I had is I went to go see the new Spider-Man and all the nerds yelled when Daredevil got on screen, but that's about it.
I'm telling every movie I go to, people are answering, and I'm not making this up, answering their phones.
That's wild.
Texting.
I know it. It's just I want to beat their ass. You're just trying to watch the movie when they're in the previews. I can't even clip my toenails proper because I can't find their seats or dropping snow caps.
Yeah, I went to see the new Elvis movie, and the guy next to me took his shoes off.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Josh and I were at some movie. This is a long time ago, but a couple in front of us took both. They both took their.
They were
shoes
both bare feet with their bare feet on the seat ahead of them. Yeah.
They should be shot.
And the thing, obviously, the movie theaters are still going to charge $12 for the popcorn. And
Oh, yeah, the concessions are the same price.
yeah, so it's just $3 to get into the movie, and that means the people talking will be talking a lot more.
I know if they're going to charge that for popcorn and that much for Coke, I'll take a fistful of napkins. I'll take 20 straws. I'll make it up in textiles.
That's good. That's good.
Get even.
Yes.
Are people less inclined to talk if they have to pay full price? I think that's a truism.
I'm not
Really?
noticing any. It's just awful behavior.
And you go midday, right? You don't
Yes.
go during the prime time evenings.
Maybe that's the problem. We're going with the other degenerates who don't have jobs during the day.
I'm trying
Start
to meet
going on
somebody.
a Saturday night.
Maybe they're all
Good
trying
people.
to meet somebody. Yeah. I'm talking. Will someone tell me to shut up so we can meet?
Do you think that what if they did a movie, like a viewing where it's like, hey, you can talk about the movie with other moviegoers during this screening, like during the 3 p.m.? But
I think it would just lead to people thinking they can do it everywhere.
Yeah.
All the time. There's nothing. It's a lost cause. It's over.
Are there any big movies coming out this weekend?
No, not this week. I mean,
No,
this is the barren.
Oh, this is a
time
bad
of-
weekend. Oh, no wonder they're doing the $3 thing. Okay.
Yeah, this is technically like the last big summer weekend.
Now, Josh, this $3 thing, is it all theaters? Will this include the porno theater that you go to?
I haven't. God, I'm so tired.
What's the name of that place? Isn't it Hand Over Fist or something?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
I needed you guys to pick up my slack.
I know.
Just exhausted.
I know you're tired. I can tell.
What part of town is that in there, Jim?
I don't know, Jerksville.
Yeah, Hand Over Fist in Jerksville. You remember that?
It's actually AMC and Regal Cinemas are included.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't mention the adult theaters.
Are those still out there even?
Heck yeah, man. Search Fantasyland Tampa, Willie. They got 2 locations, I swear to God.
Thanks, Donnie.
Yeah, and it's wicker furniture. It's comfortable. You meet people.
Is that a specific fetish? I mean, why would
Yeah, it is, Tom.
I think at this point it would have to be. That's
to watch it.
That part of the excitement for the people are they're out in the open and they meet others.
One of the very fine actors recently was.
What? Who? Pee Wee?
Recently?
That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, the guy about 3 or 4 years ago. He just died last year. The guy from
Fred Willard. Fred Willard. That was a good 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was maybe 15.
You know what though? It was still like it
was in contemporary.
Yes, it was still like way later than it should have
Yeah.
been.
Porn had been digitized long ago.
What was he supposed to do? Ask his kid to teach him how to use the iPad?
That's kind of what he said.
That's how they did it in his
Right.
era. Yeah.
Because he came out and he got right on top of it. PR-wise.
He sure did.
Right after getting right in front of him.
Yep, Fantasyland and Fantasyland 2.
I told you, Ace. Yeah,
you didn't believe the man?
They have meet and greets, but you spell meat like a butcher when you go there. I swear to God.
Okay.
Dumb question, Donnie. Do they sell snacks there? Can you get like a
They do. They have a snack machine.
Cool.
And then, they got a room where you have your standard double dongers and other toys and that. But then you go through these little caverns, man. It's like Al Capone's vaults. But there's all kinds of... It's like a haunted house, but everybody's boned up. So you gotta watch your step. And
They have
keep your head
toys
on a
in the
swivel.
theater?
Well, no, they got a separate section where you can buy toys, and then you pay a price to go into the den of sin.
I see.
Swear to God.
Oh, how much is the meet and greet?
The meat and somebody's been there, chick.
You know, it's time for that palate cleanser that I promised so long ago. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I didn't believe this when I read it, but there was in the Old West, the cowboy, he left Montana for Texas on a Friday.
Yes.
And came back on Friday.
Really?
You know how he did that?
Oh.
Named his horse Friday.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Wow!
I think that's the quietest it's ever been.
Somebody's going to have to walk me through it. 8-story problem.
See, he named his horse Friday, so he left on Friday and came back on Friday. See, it could have been months and months later, but
it's a thinker.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's exhausting.
Well, we want you to have to do a little bit. How about this? A little bit less thinking when it comes to that engagement, because our buddy Steven Singer's got this one nailed down. I'm talking about Krista. She's beautiful. She's classy. She's brilliant. She's easy. I mean, easy. Krista isn't a lady. Krista is Steven Singer's most beloved engagement ring. She won't let you down. We almost guarantee a yes. I say almost because, you know what I'm saying. Every once in a while, two people have different ideas about this sort of thing. What is Krista? She's a bright white, flawless to the eye, near colorless, high-quality, round, brilliant cut diamond. She's expertly set into a classic gold solitaire Tiffany style setting in. Okay, we'll say it. Krista will guarantee a yes. Now, in the unlikely event that the yes does not come through, Steven Singer is famous for his 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee, so you can't go wrong. 12 months interest-free financing for Krista. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler. Go to IHateStevensinger.com. That's IHateStevensinger.com. Click on the Krista Ready for Love diamond engagement ring. Couldn't make it any easier, fellas. It's the smartest way to buy real diamond jewelry for someone you love. IHateStevensinger.com is the way to go. Once again, Krista, she's easy. She's gorgeous. And you're going to like it. Now, I want to get back over there to the news desk. Can you give me the teaser? What's coming up in the news? I know we've got a little bit of your history lesson and reviewing what we learned on today's show, certainly.
Yes, we have Winston Churchill. We have a road runner that's been rescued.
Maybe. No, it was fun. We did it at the same time.
My bad.
We're bros.
Panda twins born in China.
Panda twins.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to play this real quick. Do we have time for this?
They all look like twins to me.
Okay, now, Jess, I want a yes or no. Have you ever heard this?
Pilot of the airways.
Yes.
I've not. I'm so sorry. I've never heard
6
that.
times a year he plays this.
Never. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pilot of the airways. Here is my request.
What are you doing?
Oh, isn't that great?
Donnie, you know that one?
Yeah, man, I used to catch him with Trout on CPL regular, and he played that Hot 9 at 9, I think.
There you go. There you go. Nothing ain't realer than that.
Pilot of the Arabs. I was thinking we had that news story about the two French pilots who, in a commercial airline, got into a fist fight.
That's why you.
We can revisit that.
My God.
And that's by Charlie Dore, I believe.
Very
and
good.
It's female Charlie, I think.
But
the connections get more and more tenuous.
Oh, yeah.
In the headphones, it sounds really good.
No, but that's okay.
I think it's a great tune.
I know you do.
When those two pilots got in the fight, do you think one of them said, "Hey, man, you want to take this outside?" And then they realized that.
French. That was French.
They're in an airplane.
Take this outside.
We'll take this outside, senor. Wait a minute. Monsieur.
Walk me
Sorry.
through that one.
See, the horse was named Friday. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for this single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hope you're having a great morning. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Again, Donnie Baker out on the road coming up tomorrow night and Thursday at Zanies in Nashville, Tennessee. Then Friday and Saturday night, September 2nd and 3rd at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama. Then next week, Wednesday, September 7th, Friday, September 9th at Zanies in Chicago, Illinois. Visit DonnieBaker.com for tickets and information as we roll through this Tuesday. We learn a lot here on the Bob and Tom Show, including things that we have learned, as well as history lessons on the way for this date, August 30th in history. Professor Tom Griswold with a look at history and things we missed, things we learned. You know what I'm talking about. Don't go anywhere. Just stay here. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. NASA scrubbed the launch of its new moon rocket on a no-crew test flight after a cascade of last-minute problems yesterday, including unexplained trouble related to an engine. The next launch attempt won't be until Friday at the earliest. The shakedown flight will be a big step forward in America's quest to put astronauts back on the moon for the first time since the end of the Apollo program 50 years ago. California lawmakers have approved a nation-leading measure to give more than 500,000 fast food workers more power and protection. The bill will create a new state agency with the clout to set minimum wage standards, hours, and working conditions. The California debate has drawn attention nationwide, including on Capitol Hill, where one U.S. representative said she hopes it'll spark similar efforts elsewhere. And federal regulators have sued data broker Kochava, accusing it of selling sensitive location data from millions of mobile devices. The Federal Trade Commission says such geodata can be used to identify people and track them to sensitive locations like reproductive health clinics, homeless shelters, or houses of worship. You might think twice before putting those location services on your smartphone. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
That's one of my biggest fears is that if I hit a deer, that it will come somehow legs first through the windshield and then kick the hell out of me.
Your only defense is a pizza box?
You know what?
Implying that you're eating while driving.
He's not even trying.
Okay. I don't know why, but man, that was funny.
Hey, Josh, can I ride with you? Sure. You know the airbags are filled with queso, right? That's not going to bother you? They deploy? Hey, what are these seatbelts? Fruit roll-ups. You're in Josh Arnold's car.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel, clamp, knife.
Ow! Hey! What the?
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Padural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Padural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
Hey, I'm Ed Padural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee on assignment. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
His horse was named Brady.
Manning
Sweet Jesus.
track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and I guess we're about ready to say goodbye to our special guest, Tom.
And Donnie Baker's here with us, so don't forget Donnie tonight. It will be at his home. Tomorrow and Thursday he'll be at Zany's in Nashville, and then Friday and Saturday, Huntsville, Alabama. Stand Up Live next week. By the way, Wednesday, September 7th through Friday the 9th, Zany's in Chicago. But later this week, Zany's, the legendary Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's see now. We have a lot to get to here. I guess we should probably squeeze in a little bit of history. Is this a good time for that?
Yeah, perfect time.
Time now for Today in History.
What day is today?
Almost
30th.
September.
We're almost done with August. August 30.
We got a full 31 in August.
31 in August, 30 in September.
How does that poem go?
30 days, half September, April, May, June, November, something like that.
I don't know. Happy birthday. You'll like this one, Josh. Mary Shelley.
Sure, yeah. Author of Frankenstein.
Is that a relative of yours, Pat?
Her maiden name's Godwin, yeah.
Really?
Her dad was William Godwin, the author.
That doesn't make her related to you.
Well, yeah. Just trying to state the facts. I don't know if she's related.
Her, what's her father's name?
William.
William Godwin. He worked on a radio show in Transylvania. Where Frankenstein? What see what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Right. No,
it was this William Godwin.
It was Wolfie and the Count.
Wolfie and the Count.
Hell of a show.
Yes.
Teabag. Yeah.
Yes, and William Godwin made up songs, played guitar.
Right.
And then Mary Shelley, she created the Frankenstein bears.
That's right.
I did not know that.
They were very good.
And William Godwin's only problem, absenteeism. Isn't that interesting?
What? Now, that's a quinky thing.
Now, according to this, she lost her virginity on her mother's tombstone.
Is that true?
I beg your
Then I
pardon?
am related to her.
A bit of a family tradition.
That's what it says.
Family tradition.
Okay. 1918 was the birth date on this day of the great Ted Williams, the splendid splinter.
Teddy plays baseball.
By and large, renowned as an insufferable prick. Yes, Ted Williams.
He was kind of a latchkey kid. Was from San Diego.
San Diego.
Played baseball.
Is his head in a jar? Is that guy?
He's in the Hall of Fame and in a Maytag freezer. Actually,
his head went soft, and they couldn't freeze him.
Isn't that grisly?
Is he still frozen?
I don't
think so, because John Henry's son died, and you know the legend of that is that John Henry Williams, Ted's son, would you'd ask Ted to sign something, and John Henry had his signature down.
Yeah. But he's
so
frozen.
if you have a Ted
I
Williams
thought they were both
signature,
frozen.
Odds are, I think they were. But
I think there was a scene in the book where this guy walks in and there's a guy with a sawing the head off the frozen. It's pretty rough.
I think that's right. You know, and I think a deer had the saw, didn't it? And was sawing the head off. Yeah.
Jump through the window.
Happy birthday to a friend of the show, Lewis Black.
He never cared for you.
And happy birthday, happy 50th to Cameron Diaz.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan.
Where did she go? She made that Mary movie and went into witness protection for.
Yeah, she legitimately did retire.
Isn't she in wine now? Isn't she? I thought.
I'm not sure, but she is making it. She's going to do another movie. She said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And she's been in more giant hit movies. She's one of the all-time box office queens.
Her movie with Tom Cruise is called Night and Day. It's
fun, isn't it?
It's a must-watch. You got to watch it. It's fun.
Now,
and she's got her new movie is Mrs. Jack-o'-lantern. They're going to bring her to life with her.
I love her smile. Don't you
Lovely.
dare.
Let's see. William Penn leaves England to sail for the New World in 1682.
Was that actually his name?
Coincidentally landed in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that weird how that works out? And started a life insurance company.
Let's see. This is boring. 150th million visitor to the Eiffel Tower in 1993. Why is that even in here?
You didn't have to read it.
I know.
We're not looking over your shoulder, bud.
2015, Kanye West announced he'd run for president. How'd that go?
Not well.
Did he get any votes? Did we ever have a number on how many votes?
Right? Did he technically run?
Yeah,
I don't know, but I think
he quit.
He got a divorce out of it.
And is that even his real name? It's probably something like Craig Jones.
Yeah.
swear to God.
Probably is.
Well, time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Yes, let's review what we learned on today's show. Tom was Krogering recently, and he saw a huge camel toe, he said.
Wow.
He's still a fan of yoga pants, though.
Yeah. Like I said, it reminded me of that lady ventriloquist I saw. Yeah.
How was she?
Oh, I could see her lips moving. Those pants were so tight.
I know that it's integral to the joke, but the term lady ventriloquist already is very funny to me.
Yeah.
You have to specify the gender of a ventriloquist.
Well, we have our famous bit about Sherry Lewis's. Remember that one?
Pat and Tom share a hug every morning before.
Do you know who Sherry Lewis is?
What's that like, Pat?
Oh, it's warm and embracing.
Do you remember Sherry Lewis's
Yes,
puppet?
I do, yeah.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Her cousin did an X-rated thing with clam chop. It was really tasteless.
Josh is terrified. It's a phobia of a deer could come into his car and kick him around a lot.
Yeah, man.
Then we had dozens of letters, and then chicks started reading the really bad ones where the guy got decapitated.
Yeah.
Many died. Yeah.
You didn't really have
a lot
to read
of blood, the guy said.
That's a strong deer.
Josh doesn't seek it out, but he will watch two women fight.
One breaks out in my vicinity, I'll go ahead and stand
we
there.
did get to hear the Gin Blossoms this morning. I was very excited. Josh hailed them as a cornerstone of mediocrity.
That's
what
right.
he said.
I want to ask Jess a question. Do you remember Dr. Ruth?
Yes, absolutely.
Yesterday, at the Serena Williams was playing,
Yes.
what may be her last tournament, but she was playing to the sold-out crowd at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Flushing Meadows, New York. And there were a bunch of stars in the audience, including Hugh Jackman, Mike Tyson, Lindsey Vonn. But this is true. Bill Clinton was sitting next to Dr. Ruth.
That's
I'm
great.
not making that up. She's now 94. But she was the big sex talk lady, whatever, 40 years ago at the height of MTV.
Yeah. Before Dr. Drew, there was.
Yeah. And she was a sex expert, giving all kinds of advice. I can imagine Bill was probably telling her stuff she didn't know.
He is an expert.
I've never heard of that.
We lived through a story. Christy said that Bobo Brazil, the famous wrestler, ate some of Christy's Monte Carlo sandwich. Monte Cristo sandwich. Bobo.
The Monte Carlo has dice on it.
Bobo, they said, no, Bobo. Stop.
Okay. No mo,
Bobo. Stop. Josh's Uncle Bill would often masturbate in public.
That's why we called him Uncle Jack.
That's pretty much enough, I think. Donnie Baker, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Zanies, Nashville. Tell them we said hi. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.